Honk. And once again, the honk shall lead them. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to June. It is June 2nd, everybody. Do not adjust your television sets. It's actually the first month of summer, although technically summer doesn't begin till June 21st. But, you know, summer, like, come on. Like, this is basically summer for a lot of us here, unless you live in Australia, in which case I apologize for the winter-swept landscape that I'm sure Australia clearly has. I might find out myself because it looks like Brisbane is going to be the Worldcon for 2020, 7, 8, 9, something, 2028, I think. So we'll find out. But in the meantime, we're here in summer for most of us, and it is good to see everybody here. Welcome to the premiere of Car Wars Fuels Gold. That's right. Fuels Gold, baby. You can tell from that cover that we're about to get our swerve on, quite literally. We're about to get cars shooting each other and like battling in, you know, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Illustrated by my good friend TariToons. So I will introduce you to her in just a moment. Before I do that, a couple of reminders about ways to support the channel. If you have not already done so, please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube and definitely follow us and subscribe to us over there if you can. That would be appreciated. Discord is !ArvCord. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Blue Sky is !ArvSky, where you can join us on my microblogging platform of choice at the moment. And the website for this, arvanelleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop is the merchandise area where you can get cool stuff related to the channel, and you can also get cool swag for yourself. The Patreon is !ArvTreon, which has ticked up a little bit in the last few days, which is great. Let's keep that up. Please join us on the Patreon. I am going to be making some adjustments to it over the next few weeks, but there's some cool stuff that you can get there uniquely at the Patreon that you can't get anywhere else, so please consider doing that. Also subscribing to us is always appreciated. You get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. Had a lot of boost in subs as of late, too, after ArvCon, so that's great. So please join us over there for those sub badges and the like, and, of course, inspirations for our tabletop players, which I have now reset to reflect the current status of things. So please join us for that. The publishing front, !Icarus, my graphic novel from Mathis Arts, !Library, that's my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, !Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP, Greyshade Renegade and Heretic, the Grey Assassin Trilogy, available at that link. You can also get the audiobook of Greyshade Renegade and Heretic by our very own Trent Sparks, available at that link. And you can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, coming to you from Alligator Alley Entertainment and designed by our very own Brandon O'Brien. Very excited for that too, so please pre-order that now. As Prince Justin says, pre-orders are love, pre-orders are life, so please join us for that. On the, finally, as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, that's the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message will do so for others in that situation in the future. Continued love to the people of Minnesota, Minneapolis, and of course to the good people of Memphis, Tennessee, to the good people of New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, who are battling against ICE and against federal invasion and occupation and all these things. We are winning these fights, but it obviously is at a cost, and it obviously takes time, and there's a lot that goes into it. So we see you, we love you, we appreciate you, so please keep it up, and thank you for doing everything that you do. Scheduling today, we begin with Car Wars Fuels Gold, illustrated by TariToons. Then I will be over on GOGCom's Twitch channel for Pen and Pixels at 4 p.m.-ish, and I will be playing probably more of Viewfinder, so definitely join me over there for that. And then, excuse me, my calendar which I just got done today. Thanks to myself and Triffid having worked on it. Great work from Triffid as always. We'll be off tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday with Tactical Breach Wizards. And then Saturday, this coming Saturday, will probably be the finale, I think, of Tactical Breach Wizards, just sort of judging based on sort of speed of progress through that game, which is going to be awesome because the next game up after that, I think, is 007 First Light, which I am excited to try. And then we'll get into next week, but I will go over the schedule in more detail at a later point. But right now, what I want to do is I want to head over and unmute myself so that she knows we are ready to go, and then I'm going to unmute her. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to go over to reveal. Let me make sure I have the right thing there. There it is. As you can see, it's a car. It's bullets. That means that if it's being illustrated, it must be done by our very own TariToons. Hi, Tari. Welcome. How are you? Tari with the car E drawing, so to speak. How are you, Tari?
Hi, you gave me a heart attack.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
You were drawing and I was like, hey, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no, but that happens every time. Every time you cut me off guard after all these years.
I could try to do like a thing where I'm like, counting down in 3, 2, 1 or something. If that were.
No, I don't think that would make a difference. I think I'll just have to live with just losing a few years of my life every time we stream.
But it gets you all fired up, so you do that thing where like you're starting to fall asleep if you're driving, and then you're like adrenaline. So now you're like, I'm ready to draw. I'm ready to draw.
Of course, yes, definitely. That's yeah. No, hi. I'm doing good. Cooled down here a little bit after the sudden and very strong on break of summer.
Yeah.
Actually temperatures are fine currently. Hope they stay this way.
Yeah, one would hope, because it sounds like it was pretty. Hey, Effect Life. It sounds like it was rough. So I'm glad that it's a more rational temperature now.
Yeah. Was on vacation. The place was beautiful. Went to 2 places, Texel and Terschelling.
Yeah.
Which is 2 of the 5 Frisian islands. I think it's 5.
Oh.
In the Netherlands.
Okay.
Yeah. So technically they speak a different language there.
Really?
I mean, officially Frisian is a separate language, which totally. But like everybody also speaks Dutch, so.
I see.
Yeah.
Technically,
there's multiple Frisian languages, but the Dutch think there's only one because they ignore all the rest of Frisia that's not inside the Netherlands.
I see. How good would you say, is your Dutch pretty decent at this point? Is it okay, decent?
Apparently, people tell me it's pretty good at this point.
Okay.
So.
That's good. So you've got.
Yeah.
So think about that, everybody. Like not only now we've got a trilingual, at least. Not only multi-threat as a cartoonist and an artist and so on and a role player, but also multiple languages. So you would say English, German, and Dutch. Do you have anyone that's like a fourth, like I'm working on it type of thing? Or
no.
Listen, three's.
I learned a few Japanese phrases from my weeaboo days.
Right.
Watching too much anime.
Yes.
And like, if you're German, by osmosis, you will pick a little bit of French on the side.
Okay. Yes.
Because there's so many loan words and shit, and it's just considered nice and fancy to speak French. So it's like used for a bunch of stuff on like media and whatnot. Probably the same as in English.
Well, yeah. Although I was going to say that I'm not sure whether the French would be comfortable about hearing anyone from Germany saying osmosis about like, yeah, you pick things up from France. France would be like, we know, back it happened before.
Hey, now this goes way. This is completely mutual. This goes like way fucking back.
I know.
Way fucking back.
I know.
Okay, this like goes all the way back to Charlemagne. Like,
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Or his actual name, Karl der Große, because he was German, not French. But they don't want to know.
That's true.
Well, we don't know actually. I mean, there wasn't a France and there wasn't a Germany, so that's like already stupid. But like also, we just know that he died in Aachen, which is in today Germany. But we don't know where he was born.
Where he was actually born. But are you saying that they use the name Charlemagne in part because it sounds cooler than a?
It just literally means Karl der Große, but in French.
But in French, so it sounds cooler. That's what the claim is.
That's it.
Hey, what's up, Trippin? The Effect Life says those are the same ones that I am fluent in. My French is useless. There's a moment in Jason Bourne in the Bourne Identity where his girlfriend, who is German, says something to the effect of, so like they're trying to read this article about something that relates to Jason Bourne. He's like, I don't know, my French sucks, but is still like reading it. And every time I hear someone say my French is useless or sucks from someone from somewhere in Europe, they always are probably better than a lot of native English speakers I know would be about English. Like, I don't believe it anymore. Effect life is what I'm saying. Like, people are like, oh, I'm not very good at this, and then you listen and you're like, no, you sound pretty good. I just think you have higher standards than most Americans do. So
I mean, like that's definitely a thing. Like, I've been told several times in my life that, oh wow, your English is way better than that of a lot of native English speakers.
Yep.
Like, okay, but isn't it like maybe just classist and or racist what you are just saying towards your own country?
That's a good question. It depends, right? That's a very good question,
because
though.
It often is. Like, for example,
Yes.
it's like, if it's like about AAVE, is that the name? For example, it's like, maybe they're just talking a local dialect.
Well, that's it. Yes, that is a very good point. And you make an excellent point. Like, what was called at one point was called Ebonics, and then just is now considered Black English or Black, right? The thing about that's always funny is that follows very clear and consistent rules, right? The fact that it's not the same rules as so-called the Queen's English does not mean that it therefore is somehow like, oh, these people are just dumb. And like, no, like it's extremely consistent linguistically. Like, there's no, so no, I agree with you. That is a good point. But I do think that when I say that thing about native English speakers, though, I'm talking about people that would not be classified, that would be that would be white, and B, would not be considered, they would be at the very least middle or upper middle class and educated, and still don't necessarily have the same level of facility with the language or the care, like don't want to take the same care with the facility of the language, let's say, of a lot of people that I know from Europe who do that. So
yeah, but mainly the thing is, like, people outside of the Anglosphere learn like a very how do you phrase it? Like upper level English in school, not posh. That's the wrong word.
Yeah, I could see that, or
like
upper
a business
crust,
level of English, right?
Yeah, very formal.
So
English
like we don't learn any slang words. Like all the slang that I use, I picked up through media. I did not learn any of that in school.
Right.
I also didn't properly learn English in school either, because the German school system sucks ass, but that's a different story.
Well, it worked out somehow, though. I mean, because...
Well, I learned English after I finished school. Like, I want to be very clear. The only two things I was able to say in English was introduce myself and ask for the time. And I taught everything myself afterwards.
Yeah. Well, listen, regardless, anytime I run into anyone who is truly bilingual, I am impressed. And when I run into someone who's trilingual, I'm like I'm, so
it's very common to be trilingual.
I know, but I'm saying again, it's very much not that way in America. It's just very much not. It's a very unilingual country. In a lot of ways. Yes. Now, there are many different languages that are spoken in America, so don't get me wrong, but my point is that if you look at the prevailing cultural zeitgeist of like, should you learn other languages, it is definitively not what the sort of what the vibe of what people think should happen should be, which is why you get this stupid bullshit every 10 years of someone being like, we should make America's official language English, and you're like, why? Like, what? That's dumb. Like, how about no? How about it's no? But it's like, I mean, default it is, right? So like, why? The people advancing this are always the ones who are mad that people around them speak Spanish. Like, almost always. Like, there's people around who speak Spanish and they get mad about it. The people who do not speak Spanish, and you're like, why? Like, why would you care? Why does it matter? And we know why, and I won't go into that, but right now. But yeah. So I'm just saying I'm impressed that you have 3 languages, regardless. Hey, Nonstop.
Thank you.
But
the one thing I am proud about is being a German who speaks Dutch, because that is very rare.
Yeah, is it really?
Yeah, like that was like so funny while on vacation. Like so many people there spoke German, because like tourists, like a long weekend, so a lot of tourists, and like the Netherlands, like one of the main vacation spots from like a certain quadrant of Germany, because that's the closest bit to the sea.
Okay.
So yeah, like a lot of times I would like start talking in Dutch to somebody, and they would like just like reply immediately in German, like Entschuldigung.
That's funny.
Gesagt? Eh? with.
And then would you go back to Dutch? Would you be like, no,
I would be like just immediately switching to German, because like it's like funny that they then would think that I am Dutch.
Yeah.
And then like I'm speaking like in perfect Kölsch back to them, which is
that's
one
cool.
of the German dialects.
That's cool.
Just like giving that whiplash, Just
and my mother lived. My mother, I told you, was a French teacher, and so my mother lived in France for a while, and so like would often talk a little bit about like being able to slip in and out of languages, like provided this extra richness to her experience that she loved, and that. And it was the same thing where people would be like,
oh yeah,
assume she was just going to speak. And so when she was speaking perfect French to them, they were like, oh, like, except for the Parisians who hated everybody. But that's, that's.
Yeah, but that's Parisian.
That's because
So I've been told. I've never met a Parisian. So.
Exactly. I want to see someone who's like, I'm from Paris and I resent that you think we resent people.
No, I have a feeling that they would agree probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
because then it's like, yeah, because we have a good reason to, that's probably
because we are Paris. Yeah, that's true. It's like it's like looking at the scoreboard during a game and being like, we are leading by 40 points. I mean, So anyway, we're here. We are ready to go and chat. We are starting today with a new book. That's right, Car Wars. Fuels gold. Oh, yeah. So I want you all to get your mind set about Mad Max. I want you to be thinking about flame-throwing guitars on the back of, absurdly ridiculous over-the-top metal contraptions. I want you to think about 50 cal machine guns mounted on the roofs of cars that have no business driving, let alone having anything mounted on them. That sort of thing. I also want to point out that this book is set 10 years from now, and I'm here to tell you that originally it wasn't supposed to be that way, because the book was originally published in hold on, I'll find it. It was published 1986, when 50 years later was going to seem pretty dramatic. Now that it's only 10 years later, I just want you to know that this is what our future looks like 10 years from now. So if you wanted to look into the future, this right here, Fuels Gold, is going to be it. So
not to be the person talking about Metal Gear again, but
oh yes,
but famously Metal Gear takes place in the far future of 2005, the first one, Metal Gear Solid.
Yep. Everything always, it's like, or on Star Trek where they'll talk about like, the 1999 eugenics wars where 5 spaceships battled each other, and it's like, here we are, and like you can't even and Elon Musk can't get a rocket to lift off a platform without it blowing up. It's like they sometimes overestimated where progress is made. But NASA did send something which sent human beings further away from the Earth than they've ever been before, and brought it back successfully and landed, and everyone survived and nothing blew up because NASA is better than any of the tech bros crap work that they want to put together. But anyway.
Oh, really? So, really? The people who are in it for the science are better at the shit than the people who are in it for the money.
You got it. It's amazing, right? Who would have thought?
What a weird coincidence.
But this is from 2036.
I can't imagine why that would be.
Why exactly would be? Who knew? Hey, Prince Justin. So here we are, so we are ready for this setup, and I will explain the setup in a minute. But the first thing we have to do is create the character we will play in this adventure, and the book says it right here. Start by deciding. Where is it? Start by deciding what your name will be. Start by deciding what your name will be. So we have to figure out a name. So again, chat, I want you to think Mad Max 2036. Unnecessarily tricked out cars that shouldn't be driving on fossil fuels in the post-apocalypse. This is what we're looking at, okay? So I would like people to give, what should we name our character? All right, so what's it going to be, chat? Give me some nominations for names. What do we got? What are you thinking about for names for characters? So again, Mad Max, Motormouth. Nice.
I'm trying to find from the last book we did.
Camshaft. What's up, Funky Wood Jam? Camshaft. I love it. That's reminding me of Interstate 76, actually.
So our last guy was Phil Tank, by the way.
Oh my God, was
Great
it really?
Name. Yes, it was. I
forgot about that. Phil Tank. Okay, so that's the vibe. So Motormouth, Camshaft. What else we got?
Put him here.
That's hilarious. Oh man, Phil Tank. Motormouth, Camshaft.
from the last time we did, which was in 2020. Damn, that was 6 years ago. Kill me.
Wow, it's been that long since our last Car Wars game. Good grieving.
Well, we only did one, so.
I know, but
Battle Road apparently was it.
Yeah, this Battle Road. This
because
is actually
back then
book
I
2.
still wrote down the names of the books instead of just numbering the folder.
Yeah. Well, this is book 2. This is book 2 of that series. So.
Oh, okay.
This
so
is
the
the
direct
sequel. The sequel, although it's not the same person, but. Okay, so camshaft, motor mouth. What else, chat? Give me another example of an awesome name. Hard Road, but ROADE. Oh, that's a good one too. Hard Road. That's amazing. We should put an accent so it's Hard Road. Hard Road. Let's see. Motor mouth, camshaft, Hard Road. Yes, Effect Life-ish.
Of a character design.
But what I will say about that, though, is I think the problem, though, is the expectation curve. The idea that, like, they themselves promote themselves as being far advanced beyond any governmental institution, whatever. And, like, what NASA knows is that it takes decades of research and experience and the humility to know that we're doing something very difficult, which is to safely send people into space and back again. SpaceX doesn't do that. And so every time they waste a bunch of money by blowing something up on a platform or by being like, that, this is really the problem. Elon Musk thinks that every thought that comes to him has never been thought by anyone else in humankind. So he's always like, hey, what if we built this thing under the city of Las Vegas and we call it the Loop? And you're like, do you mean a subway? You mean a subway, right? Like you're talking about a subway that we figured out in 1873 and we've been perfecting since. Is that what you're saying? But he thinks that, like, what if we had a rocket that could also land? You're like, oh, that's my problem with him is and like, so it's the hubris of it, I think, is the way I would describe it. So.
Ooh, a friend of mine the other day said something very apt about the guy, that Elon Musk is Tony Stark of the Boys universe.
Interesting. Yes. Right. Because it doesn't have any. Right. Because it doesn't have any of, like, Tony has an enormous ego, but Tony also, like, has compassion and has learned that he is a screw up and he can't keep being a screw up, and that he's got to work with a team. And, yeah. Right. But in the Boys, that doesn't happen. Right.
Yeah.
Like, basically.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Incompetent asshole.
Incompetent asshole. Yeah. Okay. So antique. That's another good one. So we've got motor mouth.
But we already had Anne last time. So
did we? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we had annotate.
Annotate. Well, that's fine. Maybe we're doing. It's like Tiamat being named different things in different universes. Maybe in this universe.
But I don't want to do Anne again.
Okay, all right. It's being
I want to
vetoed.
draw a different character.
All right, nonstop. I want you to know
Sorry.
that Tari said that your name is not good at. No, she didn't say that. I love antique conceptually.
But we can use that game in another book. That name in another book.
Yeah, put that on save.
No two Anns back to back.
Yeah, put that on save, because I do really like antique as well. All right, one other example, one other one, or do we want to stick with these three and then vote amongst those? Motor mouth, camshaft, and hard road. We should call ourselves Night Ranger and then see if we get demonetized. Motorin.
I don't really like Hard Road. Hard is obviously short for something, right? What would it be short for?
Harden.
Harden?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a name?
It's both a last name and a very occasional first name.
Hard. It needs to be like something stupid like Bill William, like changing the first letter because it's funny. Apparently.
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a good one too, nonstop. Fantastic. Yeah.
Could be short for Harold, I guess.
Or as Triffitt said, Harden. Like, Harden is a name, works it out.
Ah.
Yeah, I just think it's hard to distinguish his ego from what he tries to produce. Effect Life. That's all. But I will respectfully agree to disagree. I don't totally disagree with you, actually. I just think that it frustrates me when it's sort of like, you know what SpaceX is doing? I'm like, well, you know what NASA continues to do is actually get people to and from somewhere without killing them. So that's, so motor mouth, camshaft, hard road, and fantastic. I love it. Okay. Any others? I'm gonna close this down. I think these are 4 good choices. Going once, going twice. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna open this poll, and chat, I would like you to vote for the one that you want. Motormouth, $vote space 1. Camshaft, $vote space 2. Hard Road, A, $vote space 3. Or Fantastic, $vote space 4. All great names.
Oh, Hard Road's nickname would probably just be Roadie, right?
I would think.
Yeah.
Although Roadie is also the nickname for Tony's best friend, War Machine. He calls him Roadie.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, whatever. It doesn't mean we can't.
Oh, I was just thinking of Brutal Legend.
Yes, which I have not played, but I've seen about 10 to 12 hours of it played because I was watching it being played on GOG. A lot of fun, and I believe Jack Black is the voice for.
He plays Eddie.
He plays Eddie.
Yes.
And appropriately so, because.
Yes. I mean, perfect casting.
And Lemmy did the music for that, right? Didn't Lemmy do the music for that?
A lot of people did the music for that.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of music, but a lot of artists in there. Like, actually, if you ever want to get into metal, it's actually a great place to start out with the soundtrack for Brutal Legend, because it's like a who is who of everything. Yeah, it's like a really broad mix of stuff and just really good shit in general.
Gotcha.
So this is how I got into Angel Witch. For example.
Angel Witch, I got it.
But never heard of before, so yeah. Angel Witch, you're an angel witch. Oh, now I have that song stuck in my head again. God damn it.
So we have last call chat. We have 2 votes for Hard Road, and 2 votes for Fantastic. So in a minute, we're going to ditch Motormouth and Camshaft, and we will then, with apologies to Triffid and to, I think Prince Justin was Camshaft, which I like too. Oh no, Funky Wood Jam. I'm sorry, Funky Wood Jam. I like that one too. But and then we will vote between these two. So last call, going once, going twice. All right. So the time has come. We are going to take Hard Road and Fantastic, and we're going to rerun this. And they are going to be our top 2 choices. So now we're going to get a vote, chat, between Hard Road and Fantastic. And both of these are great names. Also, I like that they really can't be mixed and matched. If you said Fan Road or Hardtastic, no one would know what you were talking about. It would feel vaguely like a cross between a porn name and a trance song. So instead of doing that, we're just going to go with the names as listed. And so, vote is open. $vote space 1 for Hard Road. $vote space 2 for Fantastic. Let's get that vote in. $vote space 1 for Hard Road. $vote space 2 for Fantastic. We are going to need a winner here. If need be, Tari would be the tiebreaker, but I always want to make sure that I don't want any sense of corruption, of Tari putting her thumb on the scale, like Tari's power as the artist here. No, you would never do that.
No. I believe in democracy.
When
it serves me.
When it serves you. So when it's mine. When I am the demo. You can make it one long name, Hard Road Fantastic. We could, you know what we could do nonstop? What if we did Hard PT Road? You're like, what's the PT stand for? Fantastic. We could do that. We could do Hard PT Road. And that also has the benefit of being able to add unnecessary extra initials, or Hard Road Fantastic. That's true, actually, Affect Life. That's not bad either. Hard Road Fantastic. That's pretty good. That almost makes it feel like Hard Road Fantastic. Yeah, the idea of calling him Hard Road is so good that I think that's the answer. I think we combine these together in a game book illustration first. We're going to do that. Hard Road Fantastic. Let's go. Oh my God, it looks so good. It's so great. I love it. Okay. Great job, everybody. Well done. Good job in your first decision of making a name. Okay, so Hard Road Fantastic. Guy's already a winner, I can already tell. Okay. Now we have to do that. Right. Now we have to create our character we have to divide 10 points among the following characteristics, and we have to put at least 1 point into each characteristic. So there are driving skill, which is your ability to drive all kinds of vehicles, gunnery skill, which controls your ability in all kinds of combat, mechanic skill, which helps you fix your car when it's broken, prestige, which represents your fame and reputation. High prestige sometimes gets you better treatment or more attention. High prestige also makes you more assertive and sometimes helps you fast talk somebody. And wealth. Each point of wealth is worth $1,000 of starting cash. Cars and other equipment will cost money. You will also be able to earn money through awards, salvage, and so on. There is no perfect choice. So driving skill, gunnery skill, mechanic skill, prestige, and wealth. So we have 10 points to distribute. So I think the way to do this is, what I'm going to say is, let's see. We have to put some in each. So, so I guess the question is, what do we want to be the one that we put the most points towards? So we have driving skill, gunnery skill, mechanic skill, prestige, and wealth. All right, chat. So what we should do now is I'm going to ask you to vote. I'm going to make this possible for 2 choices. Okay? So you're going to have the chance to vote for 2 of these. Vote for the 2 skills that the most points should go towards. Every one of these is going to get at least 1 point, but you need to vote for the ones that should get, you get to vote for the 2 that you think should have the most emphasis. Now remember, this is a Car Wars game, so without trying to influence anybody, I'm guessing driving skill is going to be pretty important. Probably combat and gunning skill is going to be important too. But if we break down our car and we can't fix it, that's a problem. Obviously, we want prestige if it'll help us with fast talking others. And money makes the world go round even then in the post-apocalypse 10 years from now. So we still need wealth. So vote for your top 2 choices. Caps. Yeah. And feel free to explain to people, as Triffid just did, why to vote for the one that you're doing. So Triffid suggests driving and mechanics. That's totally cool. So you get to vote for 2, as I said. So $ vote space 1 for driving skill, $ vote space 2 for gunnery skill, $ vote space 3 for mechanic skill, $ vote space 4 for prestige, $ vote space 4 for wealth. You're voting for prestige because he's fantastic. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Actually.
Oh, is it
I decided. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Hard road fantastic. And I see that she is being built as we speak.
Oh yeah, she's built as fuck.
I see what you did there. All right, so you get to vote for 2, everybody. So make sure that you get your votes in for 2. You can vote for any 2 of these 5. Please do vote for 2 of these 5. And let's figure out what else we're going to do as Tari is putting together this thing. Oh, and we also should figure out, should we choose like the Mad Max video game OST maybe? Tari, what do you think? Like,
let me think. I was like,
or metal, or what? Twisted Metal, or Metal Gear? Not Metal Gear. Twisted Metal, or not Metal Gear.
Metal Gear does not.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Twisted Metal, or maybe like oh God, what's what? Carmageddon is another one. Like, what do we think about those?
Do one of those. I haven't played any of those, so.
You have not ever played a Twisted Metal?
No.
Oh, good times, the Twisted Metal back in the day. All right.
I did not have a PlayStation. It's a PlayStation game, right? I did not have one as a kid.
Yes, it was. Okay, let's see. Carmageddon OST.
Or maybe it was just not available in Germany. That's also possible. I don't know. Is it a violent game with like blood and stuff?
Yeah.
Then either would have been heavily censored or not published at all in Germany. That's entirely possible. Back in the day.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here's the Carmageddon soundtrack. Just a minute. There we go. Yeah. Wow. Sure sounds like a Carmageddon soundtrack. All right. Oh, they've got the metal in the background there. Dink. Oh, I gotta give you the link.
Yes, sorry. I also want to listen to the music.
Sorry.
Please.
Now, this is not what I would call cozy, just so you know, Tari.
I hope not. Would be very odd for a game called Carmageddon.
To have cozy music. All right. Last call on this. Looks like we have a lot of people emphasizing driving, mechanics, and prestige. Apparently, people think we're not going to fight anybody. No need to fire guns at anyone. We're just going to, we're just going to run away from them, and that's how that's going to work. And
yes. Just punching people.
Yeah. You hear Tara, you hear the metal in the background?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Now there it is. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Clank. Clank. Like someone slamming a piece of metal in the background. And that double bass, of course. Okay. So, all right. So there we go. So they're going to emphasize driving skill, mechanic skill, prestige, and wealth. Okay. Rather, driving skill, mechanic skill, and prestige. Okay, so we are going to change these around. So we're going to put driving skill first. We're going to put, so we have to have 5 points here. Oh my God. Wow. All right, driving skill is going to be... So let's say I'm just going to do this sort of like hypothetically. So we have to put at least 1 point in gunnery skill. All right, mechanic skill, and then we need prestige. And then wealth. Okay. So at the moment, gunnery skill is 0. Driving skill is 5. We have to put that at least at 1. So let's put all these at 1. All right. And then that mechanic skill has to be 1. All right. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So probably won't be able to put 5 in driving skill. So we're going to put 4 there. We'll put another point in mechanic skill. 1 extra point in prestige, which means mechanic has to have 1 more. 7, 9, 10, 11. So I probably have to drop driving skill. Driving skill got more votes. I want to make that the first one. So I may have to make mechanic skill and prestige the same. So 4 for driving skill, 2 for mechanic skill, 2 for prestige. That's 6, 8, 9, 10 for wealth and gunnery. Okay. We're a poor, badass driver who can fix their own car, and people have heard of us. That's essentially what that is. So that's good. Okay. Now it says your car is almost as important as your driver. Each Car Wars adventure book will give you a different car or choice of cars. When you get a new car, make a record sheet for it. Blank record sheet is on page 8. Okay. Parts of your car. A combat car or cycle has several different components. These include body. The bigger the car, the more weapons, gadgets, and armor it can carry. Integrity of your car's body and armor is measured in hit points. Power plant. In 2036, gasoline is rare, chat. Okay? Just keep that in mind. In 2036, 10 years from now, as opposed to now, where everybody is spending more money than they should on gas because we have an insane administration. But anyway, in 2036, gasoline is rare and cars run on electric power. If your power plant is dead, your car cannot accelerate or move once it's stopped, and you cannot fire lasers. Other car systems will still work, but if you can't fix that power plant, your adventure is over. All right. Weapons. Cars come with many different weapons, from the ordinary machine gun to the expensive and deadly laser. Weapons are described in detail at the end of the book. Gadgets. All sorts of interesting extras are available for you in your car. Some help you attack, some help you defend, some do other things. You'll find out about these as the adventure progresses. And possessions. Extra ammo, bodyguard, grenades, etc. Anything you pick up along the way. All right, now combat, we're not going to talk about now. We'll deal with that when we actually get to it. As far as character injury, a character can be injured outside their cars or by special damage rolls within a car. If you buy body armor, it will take hits for you. It cannot be repaired, but if you have regular body armor and you take 4 hits, the armor will stop 3. You will only take 1, but the armor is now useless and any further hits will strike you directly. Okay, control rolls, hand weapons, repair, salvage, okay. So that's all great. We'll worry about that later. I have an original one here of me with my Adventure Gamebook record sheet. My driving skill was 3, 2, 2, 3, and 1, which means I can see that I was really already kicking butt with my knowledge of math, because right now I have, according to this sheet, I had driving skill of 3, prestige of 3, gunnery skill of 2, mechanic skill of 2, and wealth of 1. And for those of you at home, that is a total of 11, not 10. So clearly I did not understand math. Okay.
And that's why you became an author and
precisely right.
went to do
I'm quite
literature.
good. I'm quite good at basics of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division in my head, because I have to do it for grades and for averaging all the time. So I do it for that.
For playing D&D a lot in your life?
And for playing D&D. But for doing other things like complicated, no thanks. I remember my 9th grade teacher at one point said to me, she's like, if you don't improve, a lot of the work you're doing in math, I may not be able to recommend you for AP calculus. And it was all I could do not to tell this math teacher, whose name, by the way, was Mrs. Riddle. That's an unfortunate name for a teacher of math. But
That's
anyway,
a great name. Are you kidding me?
It was like, it was all I could do not to laugh in her face. Like, oh no, I won't be able to do AP calculus. The humanity. Like, come on, man.
Yes. Oh, the humanities.
It's just the one
get it?
Exactly. Okay. And then go back to 6, finishes record sheet. Skills and wealth, finishes record sheet, the one with the Hauberk car. Do I have... Wait a second, I have that one that started. Oh, so I have a listing of this, okay, because I have a car name. Okay, so we have a car, too. So our car name is the Hauberk, which is... I don't know about that name, but...
it's a type of armor.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, why would you call a car... I don't know. It's not a tank. Like, I don't understand.
It is to me.
Well, just shut up, okay? It's great. All right. So we're going to say that hit points... Its car hit points are 39...
Sometimes when I design a character, I'm just thinking, oh yeah, my friend so-and-so would fucking love this, and then I just like really lean into what they would love.
Right.
So, yeah.
So you
like
have
one specific friend will be all over this design. I can tell.
That's cool. Okay. Defense class. Defense class is 11. Don't totally know what all this means yet, but we'll see. Let's see. Handling class is 3. And let's see. Handling class is 3. And then weapons. So we have, let's see, a recoilless rifle.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Recoilless? I think so.
Oh. Okay.
Well, how would you pronounce it?
Recoilless? Because it's called recoil, so it's recoilless?
Yeah, recoilless.
You
know what I said? What did I say?
I'm not sure.
Did I say recoil less? I think I said recoil.
I'm not sure. Now I don't know anymore.
Let's see. So recoilless rifle. Ricola is really what it is. Ricola.
Oh, that's actually Ricola.
Ricola.
No, Ricola.
All right, listen.
Roll the air.
Stop making fun of me because I can't roll my
No,
R's,
I'm not making fun of you. I'm trying to broaden
I can't do it. Can't. Like asking me to do the whole thing where you can curl your tongue. Some people genetically can like bend up the ends of their tongue. Like
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. My son can do it. I can't do it. I don't have the genes.
Genetically inferior.
Pretty.
Because you can't roll your tongue.
I'm just telling you, genetically inferior.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
All right, we got a machine gun on the right of the car. We have a machine gun on the left of the car. We've also got what is it in the back? A heavy rocket on the rear. And we've got another heavy rocket on the rear. You married up so your kids have more skills. Ah, I see. That's fair. Probably true. Okay. So the combat bonus for the recoilless rifle is 0. Damage equals number of dice damage equals 2. Machine gun is 0, dice damage 1. That bonus equals wow, that's music. Equals 0.
This music equals 0?
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Well, that is what you said.
That is what I would say.
That is what you literally said.
I was talking about the gun. I'm talking about this damage that I'm doing here. Combat bonus equals 0. Number of dice damage equals also 0. Okay, now the heavy rocket has a -1 combat bonus, but it does 3
it's called
damage.
heavy metal, Greg?
Actually, now that you mentioned it, I wonder if there's a heavy metal band called Heavy Rocket.
Yeah, probably.
I could see
Statistically speaking.
You would think someone would,
Let me check the archives now. Archives.
Equals -1.
Sounds like a perfect name for a thrash metal band.
Heavy Rocket. Now this one doesn't hit easily.
No, there isn't a single band with that name. At least not spelled this way.
Amazing. Feels like an open opportunity for all those bands out there that are thinking about maybe we can call ourselves Blood from the Skull or Skull from the Blood. How about Heavy Rocket instead?
Wait, I looked up Heavy Rocket. What was I supposed to look up?
That's what I'm saying. That's right. I'm saying for all the bands out there that are trying to decide between one of the also ran names and the really good name like, Heavy Rocket.
Well, I mean, all the names from all of Tolkien's stuff are already taken, so...
Right. True. Fair point. Equals 3. All right. Rear combat bonus -1. Number, dice damage.
I mean, so like there's this website called the Metal Archives.
There we go.
Where anybody... It's like basically Wikipedia just for metal bands.
Oh.
And it's incredibly comprehensive. With like really obscure shit in there. So if your band, like if a band is not in there, then it must be like beyond fucking obscure.
Mm-hmm.
Like has never actually played live, has never published anything, only exists in concept,
That's funny. Hey, what's up, Big Boss? Fuel at these prices, I know what they call it. Fuel's gold. What's up, Big Boss?
Hey.
Effect Life, the reason that your badge isn't showing up is you have another badge from having watched some other streamer, okay? No, just kidding. But that spot is where your ARFCon badge would go. So I think you can choose it if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there we go. So we got our car down, so we figured all that stuff out. All right. Skills, wealth, and I think that's all we have there. Okay, here we go, chat. I can't switch over. It's not on the list. Oh, interesting. That's weird. Because Triffids is still there. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about. All right, here we go, everyone. Fuel's gold. The sun beats down mercilessly on the cracked concrete. Tires squeal and guns rattle as you step on the brakes and slew your cart around. You're in a tight spot, but there's nowhere that you'd rather be. You're not on the road. You're fighting in an arena battle, the Albany Fall Classic, and you're doing well. You're locked in a tough dogfight with Max Swearingen, an old friend and a top driver. You can hear the crowd cheering over the roar of the gunfire. Then you see your chance. Max zigs when he should have zagged, and you slam a shell into the nose of his super flash. Smoking, it lurches to the side. Max doesn't return fire. A second later, you hear his voice over the radio. It's good shooting, Ace. You got my power plant? Good luck to you here. Max is out of it. There's only one opponent between you and the $6,000 purse. But that opponent is a tough one. Al Blaine, the top seed in the Classic and a hard man to beat under any circumstances. He and his modified Rothschild Morningstar have won many events. Now Blaine is accelerating towards you. You turn to meet him. One more fight, and the contest is over. Your Hawberk is as shown on page 19. It is a luxury car with, 50... Why did it mark that down? Oh, okay. Maybe I was wrong about my hit points. Hold on a second. The car has 50. I thought it only had 39. I was in error. Okay. Your Hawberk is a luxury car with 50 hit points, defense class 11, handling class 3, has a +1 targeting computer. Oh, I got to put that in there. There we go. +1 targeting computer, 2 machine guns, turret-mounted recoilless rifle, and 2 rear-mounted heavy rockets. The car has only 39 hit points left. Oh, okay. So I was right. 39 hit points left. You have used 5 rounds from your recoilless rifle. There are 5 rounds left. 10 from your right machine gun and 4 from your left machine gun. So, okay. 5 rounds left. 10 from your right machine gun. There's 10 left. 10 rounds left. And 4 from your left machine gun. There's 16 rounds left on that one. Okay. Great. Al Blaine's Morningstar is a luxury car with 46 hit points left. Defense class 12, handling class 3. His weapons, he has a Vulcan machine gun in the turret. He has a mine dropper to the rear. Mines do 1 damage if run over, see below. Superpower plant. Al Blaine is a driver 3, a gunner 2. Play out the combat. You can use any of your weapons, but only 1 per turn. Blaine can fire his Vulcan at you only 9 times before he runs out of ammo and has to concede. Special rules for this combat. Blaine has dropped a lot of mines, and now he's put the mine dropper on automatic. Every turn, you must make your driving skill roll. If you make your roll, nothing happens. If you miss your roll, your car hits a mine and takes 1 die of damage. All right, so every turn, you must make your driving skill roll. Okay, so let's see about driving skill roll. How we do that. Let's see. How do I do a skill roll? Looking. Is the sedan version the Hawberk? I guess so. I guess this is the because his is different than ours, right? But I believe so. Okay, so I have to make your driving skill roll. It still does not explain what a driving skill roll is, but I assume what it is that you are, it's what they call earlier in the rules a control roll, and your control roll is the sum of your driving skill and your car's handling class. So if your driving skill is 2 and your car's handling class is 3, your control roll is 5. You must make control roll. You keep control in a roll of 5 or less. Okay, so the handling class of our Hawberk is... handling class is 3. So So because the handling class is 3 and our driving skill is 4, it means that every turn we need to roll a 7 or less to keep from hitting one of his mines. Okay, so here's how combat actually works, chat. So what we do is you start by deciding if we're going to fire our machine guns, or if we're going to fire our turret-mounted recoilless rifle, which does more damage. And then we roll dice to see the damage that is done. So most vehicles may attack only once per turn. And so we add the combat bonus is figured by adding our gunner skill. We have a 1. The bonus for the weapon you're using and the bonus for your car's computer. We have a +1 targeting computer. So we basically roll 2 dice plus 2. And you're trying to get higher than our target's defense class. And the target's defense class for Blaine is 12. Jeez, his defense class is 12? So we're going to have to, this is going to be a hard fight. Wow. Okay. Well, it's going to be a whole lot of doing damage as much as we can. Okay, so this is Al Blaine's Morning Star. Al Blaine's Morning Star is going to have a skill of defense class 12. I'm just going to put the stamina up here. Which is 46 points left. Handling.
Oh, which name did we settle on, by the way?
The name is Hard Road Fantastic. So Hard Road is the first name with an E at the end of it. And then Fantastic is Phantaztik. Yeah, and I'm going to ask in just a minute which one we should do. Sorry, it's just taking me a little bit of time.
I'm going to make a small adjustment to the name here and spelling.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, now it's fantastic.
And let me...
or fantastic. She's Dutch now,
Hard
apparently.
Road Fantastic?
No, it's pronounced fun.
Fun?
Yeah, it's a f sound, not a v.
Hard Road fun like fantastic?
Yeah, fantastic.
Hard Road is fantastic.
Fantastic.
I love it. Hard Road fantastic. Okay, good. I love it. Is that I just looked over. So she has a metal claw?
Yes. It's like basically one of those running blades, but with claws attached to the front for the extra grip.
Now I just want to be clear. She is pressing pedals like accelerator and brake, right?
Yeah, she modified her car for it.
Okay. Want to make sure that she's capable of doing that. Sounds good. I mean,
Yes, she is.
I love it. Okay, so that's the car. Hauberk defense class is, we're going to say DC, so that I can actually see all of it at the one time. So the defense class is 12. And the handling class class 3. All right. So, let's see. So we fire first. How do we know who actually fires first? One car attacking at a time. Doesn't say, so I'm going to say that it fires first, or that we fire first, rather. And he can fire his Vulcan at us only 9 times, and then he has to concede. So we got to survive basically for 9 times, I think is what it is. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we have, so again, looking at our sort of equipment and stuff, we have got right now a turret-mounted recoilless rifle. There is no combat bonus on the recoilless rifle. What? Sorry? What happened?
Oh, I did a oopsie. It's fine.
Okay. Recoilless rifle. We have no combat bonus on it. but it does do 2 damage if we hit with it. And then we have the machine guns, left and right. You can use any of your weapons, but only 1 per turn. So, I wonder why it says, though, why it doesn't say 0. It just has a blank next to the damage. Anytime a die comes up 1 on a damage roll, the target takes 1 hit of general damage, and the attacker gets to roll again on the special damage chart. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we're going to add 2 dice and add our combat bonus. So we're going to add our combat bonus, which is going to be our gunnery skill, which is your gunnery skill, which is 1. The bonus for the weapon you're using, we don't have a bonus to it, and the bonus for your car's computer. So it's going to be 2 dice plus 2 is basically what we're looking to get. All right, so chat, we're going to start out by firing, and I need to know which one of you would like to do some rolling today. Who wants to roll, and what are we going to attack with? So we're going to put this up here. Are we attacking with a recoilless rifle? What should we attack with? Question mark. Recoilless rifle. And every time we use one of these, we use up one of our rounds, by the way. So we have 5 rounds left on a recoilless rifle. Left machine gun. Let's do right machine gun because that's in order. Left machine gun. Okay, so we're going to do this quick. Just quick vote for this, and then we'll stick with it for a while. Are we firing with our recoilless rifle? Recoilless rifle is no combat bonus, but it does 2 dice damage if it hits. Machine guns both equal essentially no. There's no. Its combat bonus is 0, but the number of dice damage that we use for this is 1. So we actually have, instead of 2, we have 1. Like that. We have more rounds of that, though. And then the heavy rocket is -1, but if it hits, it does 3 dice of damage. So that's basically what we're looking at. So give me a vote, chat, quickly. $ vote space 1 if you want to attack. We're not going to do this every round. We're just going to do it to sort of start with. Are we going to basically fire the recoilless rifle until it's done? Are we going to fire the machine guns? Or are we going to fire the heavy rocket? So $ vote space 1 for the rifle. $ vote space 2 for the right machine gun, 3 for the left machine gun, and 4 for the heavy rocket. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Good call. Thanks. So we have a couple votes for recoilless rifle. All right. Going once. Going twice. All right. We have votes for the recoilless rifle. Okay. Who would like to? Thank you. It's going to be a recoilless rifle. So we're going to stick with that until we run out, and then we'll switch to the guns or the rockets, and I'll ask you at that point. Okay. Chat. What would you like to do? Do you want to go for, who is going to roll the dice for us on this one? Who would like to volunteer? All it's going to require for you is rolling 2d6 and then adding our combat bonus, and our combat bonus is 2. 1 for the targeting computer, 1 for our gunnery skill. Do I have a volunteer?
So our car is basically just an electric car from the future, right? From the far future.
Yeah, and it looks a little bit like the cover.
That does not look like an electric car.
It is electric car.
Okay.
It looks like what the 80s thought an electric car was.
Looks like a regular 80s car to me.
I agree. All right, Triffid, if you're willing to do it, that would be lovely. So you're going to roll 2d6 plus 2.
I'm like trying to look up cars for inspiration. And it's like cars today just look all so boring. It's like,
really Mad Max. I mean, the inspiration is Mad Max. I mean, like,
yeah,
really.
but like the idea is to take an electric car and Mad Maxify it, but like there is no inherent look to electric cars, basically, unless you make it like look like something out of Tron, I guess.
Or you make the big, like in the hood, you make like a big extra, like an it almost looks like the engine is popped out over the top of the roof, you know, like as if that's the power plant in quotes.
I'm just imagining, like, you see how the car on the cover has like this, I don't know, ventilation box thingy at the top. I don't know what it's actually called or what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
What if there was just a giant 9-volt battery?
That's funny. It was an enormous 9-volt, yeah.
90-volt battery, I guess. I don't know. 9 billion volt. I don't know electronics.
Okay, 1 + 5 + 2 is 8.
Oh, God.
That is not enough to hit. So he is now going to fire at us. So he has a gunnery skill of 2. So he's going to roll 2d. So I will roll 2d6 plus 2 plus 1. So 2d6 plus 3 is what I'm going to roll.
Might just do a Trabi.
I'm sorry, which?
That's a car from East Germany. The one car they had in East Germany.
Oh, really?
Trabi. Yeah, it's like very famous for being
like
incredibly
a Teletubby?
shitty. No, it's a car.
Yeah, but I'm saying that.
Trabi with an R. That's a nickname. It's actually called Trabant.
Trabant.
Yeah.
Sounded like you were saying you were driving Teletubbies.
No, it's like always giving nicknames to cars. Like,
I see.
you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Like the Duck, for example.
Yes.
Citroën.
Yes, the Citroën. Which I have driven one of when I was in Germany.
I have sat in one. It's very, very, very uncomfortable.
Yes. Not a comfortable car. Would agree.
No.
Okay, let's see.
I was just thinking of like iconic car shapes, and like Trabi is like one of those, at least to Germans.
Should be custom.
How about Fiat Panda, the original?
Okay, so right. So he rolls a 10. We have a defense class of 11, and that means he misses us. That's good because we only need to survive 8 more rounds, and then he'll run out of ammo, which I think is probably going to work better than what we were doing before. Okay, recoilless rifle time again. We have got 4 rounds left in our recoilless rifle. So, Triffid, once again, if you could, 2d6 plus 2. A 6. Definitely going to miss. That gives us 3 rounds. Okay, he is now going to roll. He rolls a 10 again. He misses. All right, he's only got 7 rounds left. Let's keep it up. All right, Triffid, one more time.
So the gun we are using right now, is that one that's mounted onto the car? Or
that is a turret.
Yes,
it is a turret. Car? It is a turret-mounted rifle.
Okay.
Aha, 10. That's looking a lot better. Unfortunately, he has a DC of 12. So we're going to need to basically roll a 10 to actually hit this dude. We do not, and so we lose another round of ammo. He is now going to attack. He's going to roll a 13. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did you roll a 1 on one of these? I think we got... I want to double-check something here. Also, I realized I made a mistake because I forgot to do something. On a damage roll. Okay, so we hadn't hit yet. All right, so the other thing we need to do is we have to make our driving skill roll every turn because of all the mines that he dropped. So, which again, it doesn't say what a driving roll is in here, but it does say what a control roll, and I assume that's what that means. So we need to make the control roll. It's the sum of our driving skill and our car's handling class, which is 4, plus handling class of 3 is 7. So, Triffid, I need you to make, sorry, I should have done this before, 3, on 1 die. Oh, we need to make our control roll less on 1 die. And we have a 4. Oh, so we can't miss. So never mind. We are never going to lose control, except if you roll a 6, roll again. If you roll another 6, you lose control anyway. Okay, so then I need you to make 3 1d6 rolls for me, Triffid. All we're looking to do is not to roll a 6 on this one. So if you could roll just a regular 1d6. And then we'll do that 3 times. Yeah, the Pontiac Trans Am. Yeah. Okay, so 2, that's good.
I can't put big exhaust pipes on the car because it's an electric car. So it doesn't have exhaust pipes, does it? Do electric cars have
one would
exhaustion?
think that it would not. That's true. I don't think they would. Triffid, I need you to... That's 6. I need you to roll again and try not to get another 6. Okay, good. We did not. All right, and now roll one last time that 1d6 and we'll be caught up. So every round what we'll do is you have to make a 1d6 roll first, and then the second time after we do that, after you made that roll, then you roll the hit. So one more roll, 4. Perfect. Great. We are still in control. Okay. So that was for this round. So now we can... now I have to roll for the damage that he just did because he just hit us. So for damage, let's see. 2 dice damage. All right, so we're going to roll 2 dice. He does 6 damage. All right, so when he does damage, let's see what happens. When he does general damage, okay. Mark off hit points on the record sheet. All right, so that means that our hit points are now down to 33. Okay, the good news, though, is that he's down to only 6 rounds, which is good. Okay, here we go. And we've shot 3 out of 5. All right, so we've got 2 rounds left. So, Triffid, now if you could first roll your single die, please, just 1d6, and you're trying to roll less than a 6. This is to maintain control of the car. So please do that first, and then you're going to attack with the rifle. Okay, we rolled a 4. Great, so we have control. So now, if you could please roll 10. We keep getting like the 6 and the 1, but we're not getting good enough in the other. 12 is really good. I'm assuming we're not going to run it a lot better than that most of the time. Okay, he again rolls a 10. That's not enough to hit us. So he is down now to 5 rounds left. Great. Okay, next round. First the 1d6 to see if we hold on to control. Okay, that was the end of the Carmageddon soundtrack. So now we obviously go to... the Twisted Metal OST.
Oh, it did say we're in the US, right? So left-hand driving. Right-hand driving?
What do you mean? No, in the US, driving the right.
Yes.
Oh, you mean where are you sitting in the car?
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So you're sitting on the left. Yeah,
you're sitting on the left. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Driving on the right, sitting on the left, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put in, I'm going to give you our next, this is now the Twisted Metal OST.
How do I Mad Maxify a fucking Fiat Panda? Whose idea was this?
If anyone can do it, I have faith. You can do it.
Oh, sure, yeah, the person who draws cars all the time. What idiot, what absolute buffoon suggested we do this poke?
Exactly, who went out of her way to say, you know what I'd really love to do is this. Okay, so we maintain control, and then you try to get a 6. That unfortunately is a miss. I'm starting to wonder about our gunnery skill, chat, but okay. So we are down to 1 round left on that recoilless rifle. He is now going to shoot. He shoots an 11. I think it has to be equal to or less is my guess, but let me just double check.
I need to share the all-time best thing I ever drew for this channel again because it's relevant.
Oh, we have to be greater than can't just equal. We have to be greater than it. So that does not hit him. Or rather, he does not hit us because we have a DC of 11. Okay. Wow, it's going to be interesting. All right, he's down to 4 rounds left. Okay, next round, Triffid. Let's do the control round first. Big Boss says roll cage for sure. So first control roll, Triffid, just the 1d6. 3, that's fine. Now we hit. This is our final round with the recoilless rifle. Rolled again a 10. That's not enough, I'm afraid. All right, we're going to have to go to machine guns next, or we're going to have to use the heavy rocket. But the heavy rocket's -1, so I feel like we have even less chance of hitting him then. We're going to have to just keep going with the machine guns, I think. All right, so now he is going to fire at us. He's going to roll a 10. He's going to miss again. We only have to survive 3 more rounds, and then he's going to have to concede. All right, rifle time. So, I mean, not rifle, machine gun time. All right, we're going to start with the left machine gun, I mean, for no reason, but they're both the same thing. So this one, combat bonus is going to be 1. I believe is what it said is combat bonus is, no, combat bonus is not 1. Combat bonus is 0. I apologize. I don't know why I said 1. Combat bonus is 0. So that means that we're still doing the +2. So we're still doing the +2. So first you're going to fire, you're going to see about control. So again, the 1d6. And yes, machine gun is also 2d6 + 2. Yep, same roll. We need to get a better weapon. Okay, we maintain control. That's great. Now double dice, 2d6, and we're rolling 2 again. 11. That's great roll. It's not great enough, though. It's going to be hard. It's not your fault. This guy is very tough. Okay, he's going to fire at us. He's going to roll a 15. Oh! Double damage. Now, the good news is that he doesn't actually do special extra damage unless he rolls a 1 on his damage, his actual damage roll. So he does hit us. So let's see what damage he's going to do. He's going to roll a 7. That's 2 + 5. 7 damage. So our car is down to 26 hit points. But he's only down to 2 rounds. We just need to survive 2 rounds, chat. Remember, having our driving skill this high means that we're missing all of these landmines that he dropped, which is one reason I think that even though we're not hitting him as a gunner, we're avoiding all the stuff that he's doing. So I think yes. And also, it also says that you don't take damage to yourself in this fight, like you, the individual person. So, okay, once again, you're going to roll a single 6-sided die, Trippin, to see if we maintain control. We rolled a 3, no problem. We still are in control. So now 2d6 + 2. Nope, unfortunately is a miss. He is now going to roll a 9. He's missed us most times also. He's only got 1 ammo round left. 1 round left. Okay, next round, next fight, or next round. So control first. Control roll first. 4, no problem. Now 2d6 + 2. 7, it's not going to get it done. Oh, I also forgot that I forgot to mention that there were several rounds, so we're down to 14 rounds left. Okay, now he is going to fire at us. He's going to roll an 8, which means he misses, and it says he can fire his Vulcan 9 times before he runs out of ammo, and he has to concede. Ha! He has to concede. Suck it. Even though we didn't hit you 1 time, our superior driving skill meant that he had to concede. All right. That's what I like to see. You won. Increase your prestige score by 1 for defeating Blaine and winning the event. Yeah, let's go. Now you have a guaranteed place in the New York Open next weekend. You plan to go right to New York and practice for a few days. First prize at New York Open is $25,000, and you don't want to miss your chance. You claim the trophy and $6,000 cash, let's go, and then drive your car down to the shop. It will be fixed for free, compliments of the arena, and all weapons fully reloaded. Hell yeah. All right, so we're now up to 7 wealth.
Me going up to the bank trying to open an account. I have 7 wealth that I would like to...
So give me money. Actually, I guess they now that I think of it, I guess they do classify money as different than wealth. So I will add a section that just says money. And it is, our money is $7,000 because we started with 1,000. Great. All right. So, fantastique. Forfeits aren't fun. Well, he shouldn't have been firing so much at us then. That's what I say to that. Okay, so I assume we're going to have a lot, easier guys than this dude in the future. Otherwise, it could be a very interesting experience. Okay, so a recoilless rifle. We have number 2. Let's see. You have used how many? Okay, the car, you've used 5 rounds from your recoilless rifle. So there are 10 rounds usually. So 10 rounds left. The machine gun is, I think, 20. So 20 in each one of these. And the heavy rocket has nothing else. That's all fine. Our hit points are up to 50. Now, the power plant, if we ever get hit by a power plant, we'll deal with that. But in the meantime, we're good. All right, so the car's back. Car's back. We're all good. Okay. And we got $6,000. Love it. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
As you come back to the dressing room, you meet a man in militia uniform. You know him well, though you didn't expect to see him here. Howdy, Colonel Thalen, you say. The long-suffering colonel shakes his head ruefully. No, sir, he replies. I'm off duty, Master Colonel, sir, you laugh. Unless you're here to activate me. Funny you should mention that, says the colonel. I need a volunteer. If you'll take a courier package to Captain Hysham of the Massachusetts Militia, we'll pay you $5,000. It's about 150 miles, mostly freeway. Not too rough. Take you a day. 2 if you stay over. All right, chat. So the question is...
Do we work for a cop or don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me go in here. Where's my FF Gamebook illustrations? There we go. All right, so fuels, gold, combat pole. All right, and I should also, while I'm thinking about it, I haven't saved our character yet. Fuels.
Why is there a metal version of Frère Jacques in this?
You would understand only if you played Twisted Metal. It's
oh, okay.
It's kind of its own thing. Great. Okay, that is saved. Wonderful. All right. So now the question is, chat, do we take this courier package to Captain Hysham of the Massachusetts Militia for $5,000, or do we want to tell him that we're not interested? So I'm going to open that up. $sign vote space 1 says we take the job. $sign vote space 2 says we pass on this job. What could go wrong, right? $sign vote space 1, we take the job. $sign vote space 2, we do not take the job. You got the job, he says. All right, we have 3 votes to take it, 3 votes not to, or rather 0 votes not to. Okay. Gonna last call this. Going once. Going twice. Yeah, as I'm looking at that car's badass, Tari. I love it. I like the grill on the front.
Well, it's a Fiat Panda, most badass car ever made.
The unnecessary grill on the front is really...
Oh, it's very necessary.
Is that do you have a riveted metal plate on the hood?
Yeah, of course.
I like the idea that it's riveted, so completely inaccessible.
No. It's just mounted onto the hood because there was a big hole in there, or just because it looked cooler.
Because it looked cooler. I was assuming it was because of the cool factor. Okay, we have decided to take the job. All right, we got a map, chat. Thalen tells you the package needs to be delivered by 8 p.m. tomorrow. You're to report to the militia office at Fort Caswell and pick up the package. You'll also get a voucher made out to you for $5,000. Once it's validated by Captain Hysham, it'll be your paycheck for the job. Thalen gives you a pass to get into the base and then leaves. And now you have to decide, what car should you use? All right, we'll talk about that car in a minute, but first I have to see if I can get the map for this. Gold, fuels gold, and let's see.
Oh, I should maybe mention why I chose to use a Fiat Panda. It's been on my mind the past week.
Yes.
Because while we were on vacation, my father-in-law crashed his car spectacularly. Nobody got hurt, mind you, but the other car flipped over. Again, no one got hurt, besides like hurt egos and stuff.
Oh my god.
But like because we were on an island, there wasn't exactly a big pool to choose from rental cars.
Yeah.
The only thing they had on this whole fucking island
was a Fiat?
tiny Fiat Panda.
Outstanding.
And we came there with a minivan, so some people had to take the train home from the vacation.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you got the joy of the Fiat. My father drove a Fiat. Had a Fiat once that he told me it was a 2-cylinder, I guess, and one of the cylinders blew out, and so the top speed of the car dropped from 50 miles an hour immediately to 25 miles an hour. From what he explained. Okay, I do have a picture of this map. All right, save as. Let's save it in here. Map. There we go. Yeah, I'm glad everyone was okay. That's true. I'm glad everyone was fine, but it
Yeah.
Okay, so that.
So turns out a car crash can sound a lot like a garage door being slammed, which I didn't know before.
Yeah. Were you in the car when it happened?
No, I was in the house.
You live okay.
Yeah, they were gonna do a day trip to one of the other islands.
Mm-hmm.
For which the ferry only leaves once per day, and they were running late. So.
I see.
Yeah, and also incredibly like the road was also just fucking terrible. All sorts of things that led to this, but yeah, like I was in the house because it was like, I can't be bothered being stuck on a tiny island for the entire day.
Yeah.
Sounds
like you made the right decision.
Oh yeah.
Okay, chat. I have put up the map, and you can see the map, which authentically is the map. It's up to Albany, heading up towards Boston. I am interested to see what the heck. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. This is Massachusetts on its side. So basically, like if you can imagine this being rotated, so that Boston was to the right, because Boston is to the right. Worcester is in the middle of Massachusetts, which is in the center. So for some reason, they decided to put they have north facing to the left. I don't know why places insist on doing this, but anyway, that's the map. So. Now we have to decide on our car.
Because that's how originally maps used to be.
Is putting the north
That's where the word
left?
orientation comes from.
Yeah.
Because they point east.
It just drives me mad, though. Having north to the left is just weird. North is up. It's from all the years of having a DM where people are like, "Is that you see something to the east? I mean, to the north, to the up, you know."
Starboard.
North is up, you know. Okay, so we have a different car that we could choose, chat. So we have to decide here. So we also have a Hussar, literally Hussar, Hussar. It's a luxury car with 60 hit points. It has a defense class of 11, handling class of 3. So it's the same as ours in that regard. For weapons, it has a linked machine guns in the turret. 1 die damage each. Combat bonus is 0. It has 6 heavy rockets, 2 linked in front, 2 linked in back, 1 each right and left. And then there is a power plant, which is a large power plant. As you decide, but the thing about this is, it has more armor than the Hauberk. You've used it for courier work before, it says. It has more armor than the Hauberk that you used in the arena, but its weaponry is inferior. If you want, you can use it, or you can get your Hauberk out of the shop. If you do, all ammo and heavy rockets will have been replaced. Now, here's something where I want to say something which the book is misunderstanding. No other damage will have been fixed. It's up to you. That is not true, because the arena fixed the car for free. I guess what they mean by that is that if you lost, they wouldn't, I guess, fix your car for free. But because we did win, it means that our car has been completely restored. So do we want to keep driving the Hauberk, which has 10 fewer hit points, but in any other way that I can see is superior? Or do we want to drive the Hussar? What do we think, chat? I'm going to put this up there, but I don't think this is a very difficult call, honestly. Do we want to drive the Hauberk, the Hussar, which is 10 more hit points, but otherwise is worse in terms of weaponry? Or do we want to drive the Hauberk? So Hussar is $vote space 1. Hauberk is $vote space 2. That's funny, Effect Life, about the Fiat, the German.
What?
He wrote, I'm going to be, I'm pronouncing it, I'm sure, terribly. Fehler in allen Teilen, so faults in all parts in German is what he said Fiat stands for. F-I-A-T.
Wait, who said that?
Effect Life did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, very good.
Faults
We have a bunch of those. BMWs also. Oh no, BMW or BMW in English.
Right.
Has a very good name in Dutch. Blik met wielen, like a can with wheels.
I see.
Yeah.
A can with the wheels.
Yeah.
That's
basically.
funny. Hey, what's up, Shatter? Fiat fix it again, Tony. Yeah, that's another good one. Hey, Shatter, make sure to check your Discord DMs, please, because I wrote you for your address so that I can send you your ArvCon stuff that you won. All right. Right now, people are saying we should vote for the Hauberk. I kind of agree. I don't really understand. Again, I guess if we lost the first fight and they didn't repair our car, so it was kind of wrecked, then if that happens, then yes. Then it would be, then it would make sense to take the other car. But because not, then. And also, Prince Justin, I sent you a private message with the code for one of the things that you won also. Yeah. You actually, Shatter, you ended up coming in as you were the third top donor. In the end, it was Hillness was 1, Gone Eden, Jennifer Brozek was 2, and you came in third. Yep. All right, so we're gonna close this up using that other car. Okay.
I have an important question for Chat.
And now I'm going to take.
Would our car still have side view mirrors?
Would the car have side view mirrors, Chat? Do you think? I'm going to show you the car design again. Then I have to show you that map for a minute. Big Boss says no.
Mind you, I can't, I don't have a driver's license. I can't drive, so I don't know how vital those are for driving, but also...
They're very important. Effect Life says 1 on the least useful side. I am reminded of, I think it's the Bubblegum Rally. I don't remember what the movie is, but there's a scene in the movie where this one super impressive driving ace, who's Italian, of course, takes off the rearview mirror, just rips it off and throws it outside. And he says, "What is behind me is not important." So
ooh, I see.
It's a good line.
So yeah, we don't have side mirrors.
All right, sounds good, Cheddar. Big Boss says use the middle. So Trivet and Prince Justin say yes. Effect Life says yes. So it sounds like they're suggesting one mirror.
I'm not going to be able to remember which side that is, so I'm going to fuck that up. So just doing the regular...
Yeah, just do the one in the middle then.
Yeah.
Okay. As you decide which car to take, you consider your situation. You didn't actually contract to take the job. If you take the courier job, you might lose a lot of practice time. If anything goes wrong, you might miss the New York Open. Which do you want to do? So you've chosen your car, which is the Hauberk. Now the question is, do we go to Fort Caswell, which is where he sent us? So to be clear, this is what he told us he was going to do. Do we go to Fort Caswell, or do we do we bail on the job that we agreed to and head for New York? So $vote space 1 is we go to Fort Caswell. $vote space 2 is we bail and go to New York.
New York, New York.
If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Mm.
It's up to you, New York.
I also heard that that's where Sesame Street is supposed to be, so... Good place to be.
It is. Good place. Who needs practice time? We're already fantastic. Take the job. Wait, say again? What?
And yet you left.
I did. I was there for 20 years, and then I was like, not to mention my first 2 years of life living there. And then I was like, yeah, I want to be in a place where I can have a little bit of a yard that's a little bigger than a postage stamp, and where everything doesn't cost $1 million. So I moved here. I still work there. I still have my finger on the pulse of New York.
Wait, so how long is commuting for you then?
So I go in twice a week, and it's about an hour. It averages about an hour and 15 minutes one way, going to it. If the traffic is bad on a given morning, it can be as much as an hour and 40. And on the way back, it usually is a little more because I'm in rush hour traffic at that point. So it's usually on average, combining both of them, about an hour and 20. So, which is, each way, which is, it's not optimal, but I also only do it twice a week. So it's not,
Yeah, I see.
And I get to live in this awesome place the rest of the time. All right, chat, let's get this vote in. $vote space 1 if you want to go to the fort, which is what your contract said. $vote space 2 if you want to bail out and go to New York instead of doing the contract. Is this still Twisted Metal? Oh, it is. Twisted Metal 2 soundtrack, Hong Kong. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, everyone is in favor of not bailing out on the contract, right? That is not how Hard Road Fantastic would do things. It's not how she rolls. She rolls fast, she rolls quick. She goes hard, but she doesn't go off the road. Know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're going to Fort Caswell. Is that? I don't know what you're saying.
That's poetry or something.
Yeah, thank you. You drive to Fort Caswell and show your pass to the guard at the gate. He takes your pass, gives you a different pass, and directs you to Building 10. The guard there takes your pass, gives you a different pass, this one is red, and ushers you into the building. The clerk gives you a pay voucher for $5,000, a sealed briefcase, and a packet of orders. Reading them, you see that you are to take the package to Militia Captain Hysham, who is currently at Lone Star Louis, a truck stop on the Massachusetts Thruway. Let's go. I'm going to show you that. He also gives you yet another pass. You now have two. One is necessary to leave the fort. The other, a blue one, is your identification to Captain Hysham. Whenever you get a colored pass, make a specific note of its color. It will be important. Okay, so we have a blue pass. We have a red pass, and we have a blue pass for the Colonel, for Hysham, when we see him. Okay. He also gives you a form to sign affirming you have received the courier package and that you're responsible for its safe delivery. This is a fairly long, involved contract. Do you want to just sign, which is standard militia procedure, or do you want to take the time to read what you're signing? So $sign vote space 1 is if you just sign. $sign vote space 2 is if you want to take the time to read what you're signing.
Now.
Charles Tirrett, made for summer. Casual shirts for laid-back weekends.
Wait, what? No.
Oh, he has like a mine hurling thing on the back, huh?
I've got so I have boxes on the floor, chat, because I've got all my stuff gathered. I'm going to be mailing out a lot of the physical ARVCon stuff for prizes and giveaways on Thursday. And so guess what has decided that is a perfect place to take up residence at the moment?
Baby cat.
My cat Sherbert has decided that box is exactly where Sherbert should be.
Well, it's a box, so.
It is. It is a box. I can't deny it. What is with cats in boxes? Litter boxes, they go into other boxes, they jump into boxes. Yep, just hanging out in a box. You wouldn't be able to go anywhere with the "You shall not pass." That's true, actually, Shattered. Okay. So last call, always read the fine print. Going once. Going twice. And closed. All right. We are going to read the fine print. The fine print states, among many other things, that you are activated as a first lieutenant in the New York militia, that you are personally responsible for the safe delivery of the package, and that you are subject to a $10,000 fine and or imprisonment in the state penitentiary for not more than 5 years if you willfully or negligently fail to deliver the package in time.
Oh, boo.
Wow, you're in too deep to back out now. You sign the document. Jeez, great.
No.
Increasing the stakes. Having survived all the red tape, you leave the fort, surrendering your red pass at the gate. Okay, so we got one blue pass. Security is pretty stringent here these days. The Anarchist Relief Front has been threatening to blow up the whole base. You now have the sealed briefcase and a pass identifying you as a courier. You have enough time to return to your hotel and get some sleep. All right, I'm going to write down that we have this sealed briefcase. Yeah, maybe read the small print first next time. I know, right? Okay. You go back to your hotel to get a good night's sleep. Of course, you leave all your valuables like your wallet and the courier package in the hotel safe. I'm sorry, what? You do what now? You leave all your valuables like the courier package in the hotel safe? Bro, I am going to take that thing and put it under my mattress, wrap it multiple times in blankets, then sleep on top of it with a rifle next to me. Are you kidding me? Gotta leave it in the hotel safe. Anyway, you shower and climb into bed. Just as you begin to relax, you hear a knock at the door. Room service, the voice announces. What do? Do you shout, wrong room? Wrong room? Do we want to phone the desk and ask
Immediately starting with the paranoia bullshit now, huh?
Right, exactly. Phone the desk and ask who ordered room service. Do we want to open the door? Question mark. Do we want to look through the door viewer? Or do we want to nothing? Just wait. All right. What's it going to be, chat? Yeah, shoot through the door. I'm going to wrap it on my gun while I sleep with it on my pillow. There you go, big boss. So do we want to shout wrong room? That's $ vote space 1. We want to phone the desk and ask who ordered room service. That's $ vote space 2. We want to open the door. That's $ vote space 3. Look through the door viewer. $ vote space 4. Or do nothing, just wait. $ vote space 5. Oh, we got a Rob Zombie piece right now. I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble with that because of Twisted Metal soundtrack, because of Rob Zombie.
Wait, which song?
It's on this. It's on Twisted Metal 3. Their soundtrack. The first soundtrack is a song by Rob Zombie called Super Beast, which seems very Rob Zombie coded.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on that song yet, so a bit behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking now I should probably not, although maybe it's going to be too late. All right, I'm going to switch it over. Metal OST. Let's go back to the first one. Okay. Okay, back to Twisted Metal. All right. Oh, and I'll... This is just the Twisted Metal 1 OST, which is right here. Okay. All right, we are going to phone the desk and ask who ordered room service. Okay.
I did.
Me! You call and quietly ask the desk clerk who ordered room service to your room. The desk has no record of any such thing. The knocking comes again. Louder. Room service. Hey, buddy, are you in there? All right, so someone... We did no such thing, chat. So now the question is, we choose again, it says. We're going to reopen that. Do we shout wrong room, $, vote space 1. Open the door, $, vote space 2. Look through the door viewer, $, vote space 3. Or do nothing, just wait, $, vote space 4. I mean, I actually kick open the door into the person outside, return with a backhand karate chop, stunning blow to the neck, then knee the guy in the groin and push him over the railing where he'll fall into the car below. That's what actually. That's how
they
this
have
works.
balls. But also, hey, didn't this happen in Kill Bill?
That's what I'm saying. Like that should be the aesthetic.
Yeah.
You know, that's the behavioral guide would be what Kill Bill would do. All right, so we have 2 votes for look through the door viewer and 2 votes for do nothing, just wait. Okay, all right. I'm gonna last call this. All right. I had not realized I was saw the movie. I was watching the movie Amistad, and I did not realize that Matthew McConaughey plays the young lawyer. His last name is Baldwin, who is alongside John Quincy Adams, who actually argued that case. And as I've mentioned on here before, I am a direct descendant of Roger Sherman Baldwin, who actually argued that case. And he is the grandson of Roger Sherman, who was one of the founding fathers. Only one ever to sign all 4 documents of the United States. So, but everyone says the real lawyer who did all the work. What's that? Say again?
Which one of the people is the descendant of... I don't know.
Oh, Roger Sherman Baldwin. And I am the descendant of that person.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I
know who Matthew McConaughey is.
You know about the it was just weird. It was just weird that he was doing that role. But you know the Amistad, right? You know the case about the Amistad, or do you not?
I do.
The case of the Amistad was a slave ship in which there was I think it was from Spain, I want to say, of a ship that was heading across to the Americas, except that the slaves managed to get control of the ship. They mutinied. They killed all of the Spanish slavers, and then they sailed it to America. When it got here, the Spanish ambassador said that the slaves should be returned to them as property. And so there was a big case that ultimately reached the courts, the Supreme Court, about whether or not the people having arrived in the Americas were no longer slaves and were free. And the ones arguing on behalf of the freed slaves were John Quincy Adams, former president of the United States, and in one of his last sort of official actions as a lawyer, because he was fairly old by this time, and my ancestor, Roger Sherman Baldwin.
I see.
Very neat. It's one of those ones where I can look back and be like, oh, that was an ancestor that was okay. I can get behind that guy. Okay, 2-2, chat. 2-2. We need someone to break this tie. 2 votes for look through the door viewer. 2 votes for do nothing, just wait. Do we have anyone else who wants to weigh in on whether or not we're going to open to this faux room service? This nonsense room service. Oh, poor Prince Justin. Do nothing, just wait. All right. Do nothing, just wait. Going once. Going twice. All right. We are going to just wait. Let's see what happens. 25. There we go. Something is funny about this. You decide to play it cool. You don't reply. You'll let room service make the next move. What do you do in the meantime? Do you hide and wait to see what happens? Question mark. Do you climb out to the window ledge? Which is like what William H. Macy's character does in Fargo, where he like, just 1 second, and then they come in and he's trying to escape out the back of the hotel room windows. Take your trusty revolver out of the bag. Out of your travel bag and wait. or have a brilliant idea. Doesn't specify what that brilliant idea is. So what do you want to do, chat? $, waiting shows patience. That's fair, Extra Dead. Quite true. $, vote space 1, hide and wait to see what happens. $, vote space 2, climb out to the window ledge. $, vote space 3, take your trusty revolver out of your travel bag, not your, as I typoed, but your travel bag, and wait. And then 4 is, $, vote space 4 is have a brilliant idea. What should we do, chat? I know, right? All right, we got 2 votes for take your trusty revolver out of your travel bag and 2 votes for have a brilliant idea. I have decided it's a brilliant idea to $, vote space 3. Okay. I respect it, Big Boss. Oh,
now,
I see.
Dear children watching, our character here is holding what they called a landline phone back in the olden days.
Ooh. And it had a spiral wire that went all the way down.
Yeah. And then they're like, what the fuck is a wire?
And you had to dial it. You had to dial with, you had to.
Oh, no.
Yep. What's a landline phone, Grandma? Exactly, Big Boss. I actually, I was going to say that I still have a landline phone, and then I realized that my, quote, landline phone actually runs through my internet, so I don't have a landline phone. I was like, oh, well, I did at one time. I may have. All right, a lot of people seem to be excited about this brilliant idea. What's a dial tone? Yeah, very funny. That's true. Beep. All right.
But
Anyone?
it still does dial tones.
Yeah, that's right. You can still do that. What's a phone book? Do you? All right. Does anyone remember what the sound is?
Oh, you mean for internet?
Yes.
The dial-in node. Yeah.
That's it. AOL, the dial-in sound. That's it. I had a 5600 baud modem back in the day. Let's go. I used to do that when I was playing Meridian 59 all the way back in the late 90s. Good times. Had a lot of fun with Meridian. All right. Great. So last call. I think we did that already. And closed. Okay. We're going to have a brilliant idea. Let's see what this is. We have to roll for it. Okay. Triffid, I need you to roll, please, a 1d6. What's a band? A 6. All right.
It's a band?
It's a band. Putting on a thick Norwegian accent you once learned for a school play, you shout, "Her, this better be the booze we ordered, by golly, or I crack your skull." It's supposed to be a bad Norwegian accent, just to be clear. That ought to chase them away. I know. You laugh at your, this birdie, or we crack your skull. You laugh at your own. Your birdie gorgeous, by girly. That ought to chase them away.
Swedish.
It's just basically, I'm trying to do a bad one. That ought to change. I wonder if Echo's here, so Echo can be like, no, that's not how you do a Norwegian accent. That ought to chase them away. You laugh at your own cleverness, then you freeze as you hear the lock click. I don't think we got a brilliant idea. The door opens and 2 men come in. One has a submachine gun and the other is carrying a revolver. "Where's the dispatch?" asks Revolver. "I don't know what you're talking about," you reply. "Come off it," Revolver says. "You picked up a courier package with a dispatch in it. It belongs to us and we want it back." He points the revolver at your midsection. "Give." All right, so do we want to tell them where the package is? Should we keep quiet or make up something?
Yeah, I have a feeling that just giving it up is a bad idea because that will land us the 10,000, what was it, dollar fine?
Exactly, and in jail for
5 years of
5
jail.
years of jail in the dystopian future of 10 years from now. Have another brilliant idea.
So dystopian. Everybody drives electric cars.
No, but it's, but they all
That's
do
so
that,
funny
and
in
then
hindsight.
they all battle each other though in arenas, in electric cars.
That sounds awesome.
I mean, I guess it's a little bit, not sure that watching people fight in the Coliseum is any better in a car than it would have been,
You're talking
gladiators.
to a wrestling fan here.
That's fair. Yeah, but that's I want to be gentle about this, Tari. That's fake.
What do you mean? It's real to me.
I think it's real. Screw you. Electric car versus Lions. They're all Teslas. That's pretty dystopian. No, that's not the far. No. In the dystopian future, Teslas suck and failed, and there's only Toyotas or something.
But that's now.
Well, right. It's only 10 years from now. That's why it says in the book.
No, I mean, that's what's happening now. That's 2026. That's not...
Yeah, but but Teslas are not doing great though. I mean, like in terms overall.
Tesla.
6 months from now. Yeah, exactly. All right, so make up something is currently we on the last call here. Darcy vote space 1 to tell me the packages, 2 to keep quiet, or 3 to make up something. In the Car Wars game, the acceleration for gas cars when you can get them was enormously better than the electric cars. That's right. That's right. It was always like this thing where you're like, yeah, I got a gas car then, as if like that was because. But again, that just doesn't like what infrastructure, like how are you? I don't know.
I'm just thinking of Full Throttle here because they have a whole thing about hover cars and like hover vehicles instead of actually having wheels, and like all the true old school bikers like they only drive things that have wheels because it's like true and brutal.
That's how it's really. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Okay, so we're gonna make up something. All right, you say it's locked in my car in the not too distant future, next Sunday, AD. All right, you say it's locked in my car. As Revolver grins, you add, it's voice coded. You better keep me. I wasn't doing the voice right. You better keep me healthy, or you won't be able to get in. They buy your story. Let's go, he says, gesturing for you to walk in front. You leave your room and head down the hall into the stairwell. It's a long walk down. After about 20 stories of walking, 20 stories? How big is this motel? You hear the gunman beginning to pant behind you. Should have taken the elevator, says one. You're nuts. Somebody would have seen, says the other. Fortunately, you're not tired. You're in better shape. You smile. You walk down another 10 flights as the gunmen continue to wheeze. How did you get up you went up 30 floors in this, quote, motel? In the dystopian future,
an elevator.
all motel... Yeah, but I'm saying, why didn't we take it then?
Well, didn't we? Wait, I'm confused.
This is what I'm saying. You head down the hall into the stairwell. I guess that must be what it is. They must have like a 40-floor hotel, but we decided to walk down. But if we say it's locked in my car, why wouldn't they be like, right, we're going to use the elevator? You know what I mean? I guess we're not supposed to think about it too much. You walk down another 10 flights as the gunmen continue to wheeze. Just a second, says one and sits down. The other turns to argue, and you take your chance. You race down the stairs. Behind you is a roar of gunfire cut off by a strangled yell. In the concrete stairwell, the ricochets and flying chips are as dangerous to your foes as to you. Roll 1 die. All right, so, Triffa, we need to roll 1 die, please. 1d6. Oh, and I also realized I left a few things out of my personal list. I have regular hit points, for one thing. Okay, so I have... Prestige, Official Wealth. is 9. A lot of stats in this one. Personal DC is 9. Hit points 6. Okay, we're going to put that there. All right, and then we've also got for possessions. I didn't realize it. I did not realize that's what this was, so my apologies. We have body armor. 3 hit points. We have a submachine gun.
Oh, speaking of the whole thing, Grandma, what's a landline? Thing. The other day I got hit with my very first. Do you remember what the dinosaurs were like? In regards to my age? Because like the classic I usually get to here is like, hey, do you remember when the wall was up? Or do you remember the war? You know, something like that.
Yeah. This one, wow.
But the dinosaur one, that one I had not been hit with.
That's a new one.
Yet.
That's a new one.
Well, I had heard that had that other people had been hit with that one, but not me.
It's a good. Congratulations on that milestone. There will be
Yes.
many more along that path. I'm here to tell you. Okay, on a 4 to 6, you were unhurt. Okay, so they managed to miss the bullets. You run desperately, taking the concrete steps 3 at a time. Soon you're in the lobby telling your story to the hotel detective. There's plenty of them. He calls the police. When they arrive, you all head back up to your room. What's a detective? Your room is a shambles.
What's a hotel detective? Like, that's what I'm trying to get here. Is that
I
a
guess
thing?
I guess this is not a motel. I guess this is a nice hotel and that you apparently can afford. The police question you for several minutes, then leave. The house detective offers to put you in a different room. I'll keep an eye on it myself. You collect your scattered property and turn to the new room. It's been a hard day. You fall asleep almost immediately. Okay. After a good night's sleep, you shower, don your body armor, and pack your bag. At the hotel restaurant, you order the standard breakfast, scrambled algae and coffee. In the dystopian future, there are 40-story-high hotels with hotel detectives, and also you have to eat scrambled algae. You stop by the hotel.
No, everybody is vegan in the future. No.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So dystopian.
You stop by the... Okay, you leave Albany going south, turning east onto I-90, and stopping only to pay the toll as you enter the Massachusetts Thruway. Ooh, and I have a picture here. Room service.
Out for Boston. Whoa.
By the way, Hard Road is seriously built.
Oh, yeah. Large
Okay.
and in charge, as they say.
Okay, so a picture for this.
Oh,
206.
15 more minutes regularly.
We do. Should be about that, maybe 20, but right around there.
Okie dokie.
All right, hang on a second while I get this picture. Very important, chat, that we
Ooh.
get this picture coming up.
What if this motel is actually one of those famous roadside attractions, like world's largest motel, and like through some kind of legal loophole they get to call themselves a motel, despite being absolutely massive or something?
I see what you're getting at. Maybe, I mean, I assume that's right.
Right next to the world's second largest yarn bowl.
It's the
I don't know.
And it's the ultimate Marriott, but it's in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been to Massachusetts.
You have not been to Massachusetts?
Massachusetts. I hate this word.
It is kind of a whole lot, honestly.
Ooh, Massachusetts. Yeah. For a time, I wasn't able to pronounce that word at all. Like what?
Murder.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Here we go. This is the picture. As you can see, they decided this with the pilgrim hat with the arrow through it, the MTA.
Oh my my god, that's so funny.
I don't entirely know why that is the one, but they chose. But they did. I could hear Texas.
New England, I guess.
Yeah, but like I drove that road many, many, many times. Insofar as
Pilgrims?
I did. Do you remember the Pilgrims when they existed? No, when I was going from graduate school in Brandeis to Western Massachusetts, because I dated 3 people in Western Massachusetts, not at the same time, to be clear, including my wife, my now wife, who went to Smith. So I used to do this road. I used to do Mass Turnpike all the time. I still do when I go up to Boston, either for ReaderCon or for Buscone. All right, that soundtrack is over, so we got one more.
So how many stories did this motel have?
Like at least, it said that they went down like 20 flights, at least 30. So it had to have, and they weren't done yet. So at least 35 stories. It's got to have at least 35 stories. Which, I've been in hotels that are that big, but it was just the way they described it initially. It was like, you're going to be in this seedy motel. And then the next thing, it's like, right. So imagine that you were, and I was like, wait a minute, like how many freaking, what is this motel?
Well, I only know motels from movies and shit, right?
Motels are very much like...
Yeah, like the ones I've seen in movies and shit are like at most 2 stories.
At most,
right?
yeah.
Because it's like often like the setup where you have like the outside staircase to like a balcony instead of a hallway.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. In our pilgrim days, good times. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you stop by so I did all that, and then you pay the toll as you enter the Massachusetts Thruway. You're looking forward to the trip. Your destination is Lone Star Louie's truck stop just outside of Boston. And although you didn't mention this to the Colonel, Louie's an old friend of yours. If you have to make this side trip, it'll be nice to see an old buddy again. After you've been driving for an hour or so, you realize you're being followed. Your shadow is not being obvious about it, but he passes anyone who comes between you and him, and he appears to be keeping you, quote, in his sights. What do? Hail the other car on your CB. Oh, yeah, the CB. I had a CB.
What's the CB?
Citizens Band. It's like basically like the like in the movies, the truckers like, hey, good buddy, over to
radio.
you. That's a CB.
Well, not a radio. I guess that would be a confusing name.
Yep. And I used to use that at night because I had an antenna that I could use. So I used to like, chat with truckers. You had a handle, and there was a whole etiquette thing, and so.
It's fun.
Yeah. I tried to actually install, like, put one in my car, but it required this massive magnetic antenna that would fit on your roof. And it, like, if you drove over anything that was a little bit low, you were always freaked out that it was going to, like, hit the antenna and then, like, not only knock the antenna off the roof, but then, like, pull the CB out of the car. So I had to give that up. I was like, yeah, this is not the way this works. So hail the other car in your CB, close to combat range, speed up to lose him, or just ignore him and go on.
Yeah, I don't think those were ever a thing over here, but I wouldn't know for sure.
Yeah.
I have never heard of it before, outside of like the trucking thing.
Yeah, Citizens Band. There's also what they call ham radio, which is also like sort of it's like hobbyist radio where people are able to tune in and catch broadcasts from around the world and like stuff like that. Often it's very DIY, like very much, you build your own radios to do it and all that stuff. So
that's fun.
So
they used to do that a lot, back when the wall was up, because to communicate with people from the other side.
That's right. No, I can imagine. Yeah, that's wow.
And to like catch foreign radio and stuff like that.
Yep. Yep. The seediest motel I've been in was this dive in New Zealand near Taranaki. It was not great. I'll bet it wasn't, Prince Justin. All right, $sign vote space 1, hail the other car in your CB. $sign vote space 2, close to combat range. $sign vote space 3, speed up to lose him. Or $sign vote space 4, just ignore him and go on. What do you think, Chad? I have so far 2 votes for speeding up to lose him. We're not super amazing on the gunnery side of things. We are, however, pretty super amazing on the driving things. Ba, 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 ba. All right, it looks like we are going to speed up to lose him. I agree with this call because we are the driving ace. That's what it's about. Okay. So, speed up to lose him. All right. You step on the gas just a bit and start weaving in and out of traffic. It doesn't work. Your shadow stays with you. You try speeding up a bit more, but still the other car stays behind, matching your speed but keeping its distance. If you want to put the hammer down and do your best to outrun him, do so or return to the end and choose again. All right, chat, are we going to put the hammer down? $ vote space 1 to put the hammer down. $ vote space 2 to not put the hammer down. Let's put the hammer down. We're a driving ace, man. Would Hard Road Fantastic not put the hammer down? Hard Road's nickname in college? Hammer. Actually, Hamera. Just to be clear. Because it's sort of into anime.
So in the dystopian future, people still watch anime.
I was waiting for you to respond. Like every so often I do this with my son where I'll be sitting and he's like, not if he's like reading something or whatever, and I'll be like, and then this happened, and then this happened. Then it gets progressively more ridiculous until something clicks through to his brain that he's like, why is Dad being ridiculous? And he looks up at me and like, I was waiting for you to be like, wait, what?
Vividly imagine, since I know your son. Father, don't be dumb.
Yeah, what is that? Oh man, turning 10, he's turning 10 and on Saturday. And then Sunday, he's got his birthday party. We have once again gotten a bouncy castle. They bring the bouncy castle out to the backyard. And he said this year, he's done it for the last few years. And what he has said is this year, he's going to have a vote among the party attendees if they should do it again next year. He's like, I want to have them vote and decide. I was like, wow. That's a good one. Democracy, yep. Dirk Hardpeck, yeah. Well, listen, we were trying for something car-based, and I think we got it. Okay, so we are going to put the hammer down. Hell yeah, let's see how this goes. There's a symbol painted on the front of the pursuing car. You can't be sure, but it looks like the encircled A of the Anarchist Relief Front. You don't want to let that character stay on your tail. You give it the juice, pushing the accelerator to the floor. Try a control roll. All right, Triffid, so you're rolling a 1d6. You just do not want to roll a 6. So you're trying to roll anything but a 6.
Oh, you're not showing my drawing.
What? I thought I had... Oh, I'm sorry. I was still showing the toll booth. No. Sorry.
Hey.
No, you're the... listen, you're the star of the show. I mean, that's...
I'm the star.
Obviously.
I'm the star.
It looks like a freaking garage. Oh my God, that's the best. World's second largest storage facility. No. World's second largest motel. That's tremendous. Big Boss said to tell you floor 17 is slightly slanted. Have you ever been in a motel, Big Boss? Because I'm here to tell you, they are what you might describe as filled with quaint charm. Slanting is part of the business. Okay. So you rolled a 4. That means we control. So we succeed. Of course we did. Your pursuer is still with you, although dropping behind a bit. Try another control roll. Okay, so do a second control roll, please, Triffid. Yep.
Oh, so this doesn't have to do anything with anything, but it's something incredibly funny that I encountered yesterday.
Okay.
I was sorting through the boyfriend's old Donald Duck comic collection.
Right.
Like he's had a subscription to the weekly magazine since he was a kid,
and
still gets those. And they like have these special binders to put them in. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. But so I was looking through some older ones, and they've been like through this year, doing a whole. Oh, I don't know. Was it 2022? Doesn't matter. At some point, they like were doing these centerfold, like 2-page spreads. where they draw like the main characters as in like a different era, and they did one for the 80s. No, wait, for the 90s. In which Goofy was wearing an Alice in Chains shirt, carrying a guitar case that had a Type O negative, Rolling Stones, and 9 Inch Nails sticker on it. Oh, and Face No More.
Wow.
Which was very, okay, Goofy.
Okay.
I see.
That
no,
is...
Big Boss, not that kind of centerfold.
my angel is a centerfold. Na, 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 na. Okay. Anyway, that's funny. Yeah, I remember you. I think you've. It's a little bit of a project to sort out this collection, right? Because
Oh, I'm done now.
You finished it.
It's
Okay.
the last 4 stacks of books.
Gotcha.
Ah.
It's cool. Okay, so your top speed is slightly better than your pursuer's. Slowly, he slips behind you. You hold your speed for another minute or so, then you slow down. Wouldn't want to offend somebody and start a duel over traffic manners. Yeah, we outrun them, chat. Let's go. All right, last section, I think, here. You're about 2 hours away from Lone Star Louie's when you see this. All right, I got a picture coming up. Hang on. Although it's not as good as the motel that's literally in the clouds. It's so funny. Good times, good times. All right, let's see. That's here.
Anybody want to count how many stories this building actually has? Did I do enough stories? I'm not sure. Big Boss, you were already counting them, weren't you?
It looks like maybe 30 stories. If I'm...
And how many was it supposed to be?
At least 35.
God dang it!
You just have to add an extension in the top, like it's not tall enough.
What if they actually just miscounted the floors?
Right, and they were just sort of like, yeah.
Well, obviously they're skipping the 13th floor because all hotels do.
Right, of course. Naturally. More stories than Scheherazade, Big Boss says.
Outstanding.
All right, let's see. There's this.
So, at least 1002?
1001 Arabian stories.
Yes.
All right. Okay, we're going to save this as this. Okay, this is important, chat, because this decision that you're going to make has to involve you being like, deciding whether or not you think this person is trustworthy that you're looking at. So, I'm going to pop this up here. I'm going to briefly cover over the amazing, Tari's amazing second tallest hotel. I like that it's the second tallest, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. You see this. You see a woman standing by the side of the road. She doesn't look like a typical hitchhiker. She's wearing a denim jacket and a fashionable skirt and pants outfit. But she has her thumb out and she's carrying a sign, "Home to Mother." Do you stop to pick up the hitchhiker or not? Now, for those of you maybe a little younger and are like, pick up who? What do you mean? You used to be able to pick up hitchhikers and not believe that they were going to kill you. So there was a time when people could hitch. My father hitched across part of the country when he was a young man. But hitchhiking is not really a thing anymore, but used to be. At least not in the U.S.
Saw some hitchhikers.
I was going to say it's not in the U.S. It isn't, but is it a thing?
Well, over here it's also not really a thing anymore. I guess in very rural areas maybe. So, I guess on the island they were fine with doing it because oh yeah, where are they going to kidnap us to? The ferry takes 2 hours to get to the main.
You're just going to stay here for 2 hours. By the way, $vote space 1 chat means that we are picking up the hitchhiker. $vote space 2 means we are not picking up the hitchhiker who says "Home to Mother" on the sign. So, I don't know about hitchhikers. They stick out like a sore thumb.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, I hitchhiked once, actually.
Did you? Really?
Yeah, as a teenager once. Was out on a hike with one of the caretakers from the orphanage. And we missed the last bus home, so we had to make do. Got luckily picked up by a nice young woman.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So it worked out in the end.
Yeah, it was all fine. But she was like a bit worried because like the person I was with, like she is very tall and broad shoulders, and she was like a bit worried that she might be a man from far away. But like, then she saw while driving past, oh no, that's a woman, and then stopped. So.
There we go. Okay. All right, chat. Chat is so fascinated by this conversation that they don't know whether to pick up the hitchhiker. $sign vote space 1, chat. Pick up the hitchhiker. $sign vote space 2. Tell the hitchhiker to get bent. No, just don't pick up the hitchhiker.
I mean, how busy is this road? Did they mention?
It said it was I mean, if it's anything like the old Massachusetts Thruway, it'd be pretty busy. But I don't know what it's like 10 years from now.
Probably
totally
somebody
different.
Else. It's not like, oh, we are like the only car in like a 1,000-mile radius.
That's true. I vote for get bent. We might die, but if you vote for get bent, then you know what to do, Shatter. Get that vote in. Okay, I'm going to that. Okay. This is a dystopian world. We're working for the cops. What's the worst thing that could happen? Exactly. All right. There we go. We are going to pick up the hitchhiker. She immediately decapitates you. The game is over. No. You pull over to the side of the road and pop your window down. Hi, she says. I'm going to Boston. I'm going to Boston. Boston. Can you take me there? Boston. Where you got your khakis and your khakis? Because I'm going to Boston. Can you take me there? Boston is less than a half hour's drive past Lone Star Louis. Not out of your way, but not much. What do you tell her? Do you say, sorry, I'm not going that far? Question mark. Second, sure, I can take you to Boston. Or, I can take you as far as Lone Star Louis. All right, chat, what should we say? Sorry, I'm not going that far. $2, $sign vote space 1 for sorry, I'm not going that far. $sign vote space 2 to say, sure, I can take you to Boston. Or $sign vote space 3 to say, I can take you as far as Lone Star Louis. $sign vote space 4 to say, get in, losers, we're going to... No.
We're going shopping.
That's, that would be me working, completely improvising off script. Can't have that. All right, we have 2 people saying Lone Star Louis, which seems like a fairly good middle position, I would think. All right, 2 votes for Lone Star Louis, 1 vote for Sure I Can Take You to Boston. Just a very important also update, chat. Just breaking news. My Sherbert, my orange cat, is still inside the box.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in sitting. In lay?
Yeah.
Instead of outstanding?
Yes, that's in sitting as opposed to outstanding. Yes, I love it. There also, the box happens to be a box of Super Camelot boxes, games originally. So it is it's now a Super Catalot, I guess. That's what we're looking at. Sherbert in situ, yes. Okay, I can take you as far as Lone Star Louis, chat has decreed. I can take you as far as Lone Star Louis. Well, that'll be something, she says. I can get to a phone and call Mother from there. She hops into your car. Thanks. Turn to 3. So where did you say you wanted to go, you ask? The hitchhiker smiles and points to the sign, home to Mother. Boston, she says. That's not too far out of your way. You chat with her as you drive. She's very friendly and talkative, but doesn't volunteer a lot of information. Her name is Kathy. Kathy Bates. No, just kidding. Just Kathy. About an hour down the road, you notice a shape growing in your mirror. A car is gaining on you. Almost as soon as you notice it, you see flashes from its front weapons. There's a thud, 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 as machine gun fire hits your car, doing 4 hits of damage. What? What the frick? Your passenger is unafraid. If anything, she seems angry. You a gunner? You ask. Sorry, she replies. I can drop grenades for you, though. You shake your head. I'd rather save them for a real emergency. All right, chat. Do we want to outrun these foes or fight? $vote space 1 is outrun our foes, or try to.
I think that one is kind of obvious, considering our stat points.
Given the circumstances, I would agree, but and also that's what we did last time when we escaped, but they may not always give us that option. $vote space 2, do we prefer to fight? All right. I see some people being like, we got to go with our strength, and our strength is definitely more on the drivey rather than the shooty. Okay. All right. We are going to try to we are trying to outrun these foes. Okay. You floor the accelerator and watch your needle climb to 60, 70, 80, but your foes are keeping pace. Doesn't look like you're going to outrun them, but by the time you reach 90, they aren't gaining on you anymore. They are still shooting, but they are missing. Do you keep going at 90 for the battle to come, or slow down? So, do we keep going at 90 for this battle, or slow down? $vote space 1 to keep going at 90, $2 to vote to slow down. Now, yeah, why exactly? Why would I slow down? It makes no sense for us to slow down, especially because we're really good. Like, let them figure out how to maneuver a car at 90 miles an hour. We're freaking hard road fantastic. Okay, the hard road. Had a fever, and the only prescription is more hard road. I showed my kids for the first time. Actually, my daughter had already seen it, but my son had never seen the More Cowbell SNL skit. And he was like, what is this? And we were like, he watched it. He was like, so he was smiling, but I think he was a little sort of confused by the whole thing. He's like, did that really happen? Like, I was like, no, I don't think there was ever anyone exploring the space of the cowbell.
Oh, you are talking to a former drummer here. Always more cowbell.
Always more cowbell.
No, actually, it's always more double bass.
Yeah. Well, especially for anyone with
double bass.
If you like any kind of metal stuff, all of a sudden, any kind of really harder rock, all of a sudden we get into the Bolt van der Huge slows for nobody.
Bolt van der Huge is how you would pronounce it in Dutch.
Bolt van der Huge?
Bolt van der Huge.
Bolt van der Huge. Is it Huge?
Huge.
Huge.
So, the U is always like 99% of the time is an U.
Yeah.
And G usually is a
sounds
like a loch.
Uch. Sounds like a mashugana. Okay, we got...
No, Shattermage. That's gezondheid. Gezondheid is German. Gezondheid. That's Dutch.
If you just try to pronounce that without knowing any, it would be sort of like Gesundheit or something if you didn't know the actual,
There's like this urban legend, myth, whatever. I don't know if there's actually any truth to this, but like allegedly during World War II, in the Netherlands, they would get German spies by trying to get them to pronounce a very specific word, which I'm going to put in the chat.
Okay. Also, while Tari's doing that, I will mention that we are going to keep going at 90. All right, and the last thing we'll do today will be this high-speed battle. Your pursuer is a skilled driver in a shabby car. You're both speeding along at over 90 miles an hour. Road markers and trees whip past almost too quickly to see. He is in a Hokkaido, mid-size, 36 hit points left. Defense class 11, handling class 2. He's got a machine gun at his front. He's got a recoilless rifle to his rear. Every turn your foe makes his control roll, he gets a chance to shoot at you with his front machine gun. His gunner skill is 3, but because of your speed, your car's defense class is increased by 3. Every time you make your control roll, you get a chance to return fire, but his defense class is likewise increased by 3. Gunner skill 3, control roll 4. So he's got a control roll. Well, I mean, I think it is what it is. I think we... Right, so the Hokkaido, DC 11, HC, handling defense class 11, handling class 2. And his stamina is... His stamina is 36 points.
Big Boss. I would pronounce it as Vincent van Gogh. And he actually is from a few villages over originally, so would be the correct accent.
Yep.
Dialect, whatever, I guess. Van Gogh.
Can we even hit him? That's a good question, actually. If he has the 3, add 1 to each driver's control roll for this encounter only. On every turn, you're... is a chance to shoot you with his front machine gun. I think the question is whether whether either of us can hit the other one is my question. Because our defense class on this thing is an 11. 3 is 14. He has a gunner skill of 3. So to hit, he would need to make... He would need to get a 12 to hit. And we would need to get a 12 to hit. I think that's right. Actually, no, because of our gunner skill is what? Our gunner skill is 1. So if our gunner skill being 1, that means that we would need to hit his DC of 14, which is 11 plus 3. We would need... We do have a targeting computer, so it would be 2. So we would need to get... No, we can't hit him at this speed, is what that means. I think that's what that means. It does give us the option to slow down. So...
Ooh, a cat. Hey, kitty cat.
36, 11. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to slow down. We're going to have to slow down. It means that we're going to be more vulnerable, but if we don't slow down, we can't hit him at all. So, okay. Now we don't have to do the control roll thing. So now we can just hit normally. So, all right. So we are now going to fire away. So Triffid, this time you don't have to make the control rolls, at least to begin with. We are looking at a 2d6, and we're doing a, I think it is a 2, 2d6 plus 2, trying to hit this guy. All right, that's a 7, which is a miss. I should have asked whether we're going to do the recoilless rifle, but I assume we are to begin with because of the extra damage. So we're down to 9. How many rolls does he have? Doesn't say how many rounds, so I guess just endless. Okay, so he has a gunnery skill of 3, so he's going to roll 2d6 plus 3. And he gets a 5. That's a disaster for him. Okay, our turn. All right, Triffity Mats, one more time. Hit him, baby, one more time. His stupid car is killing him. Hey, yeah. See, that's the annoying thing is the fact that the 11, the only way to hit him is if we get a 12 or a 13. So we have to basically roll 10. I'm tempted to say if it's equal to or greater, I'm tempted to say that counts, just like in D&D. I think I'm going to make that house rule, because otherwise this is going to take too long for either one of us. So I'm going to say that that hits, and it's same thing for us. If he hits an 11, then he hits us too. So, okay, so we did that. So we did hit, so we're going to roll now just 2d6, please. And that's the amount of damage we're going to do to this guy. Nice. 11. All right. Very good. Nice roll. Okay, so he's down to 25. Good. We have 8 rounds left. Okay, and now he's going to try to hit us. He's going to roll a 7. He misses again. Okay, third round. All right, Trifid, fire away again. He's down to 25 right now. We roll a 12. Let's go. That is going to hit. Let's roll that damage again. 2d6. That would have hit in either case. The Twisted Metal music is stopped, but I'm not going to keep playing another Twisted Metal soundtrack. I think we get the idea. Oh, no. That's funny. Welp. Okay, that's all right. We hit twice. That's what mattered there. Okay, he's going to roll a 10. That is not enough to hit us. So it's back to us. We are down to 7 rounds left, by the way. Go ahead and fire again. I'm going to mark us down to 6 rounds. So fire one more time, Trifid. Fire this thing one more time. Okay, 9 is not going to hit. Oh, wait. No. I forgot this rule, though, Trifid. Wait, I forgot this rule. It's the first time we got a 1 on a damage roll. When you get a 1 on a damage roll, something else happens. So the target takes 1 hit of general damage, and the attacker gets to roll again on a special damage chart. So now roll 2d6 so we can figure out the damage chart. Please. I forgot about that. 8. Weapon. Okay, so roll randomly to see which one is affected. All right. So it's got a machine gun in the front, rifle to the rear. So, okay, can you roll a 6-sided die for me, Trifid? 1 to 3, it hits the machine gun. 4 to 6, it hits the rifle. Okay, so it hits the machine gun. So that means that there's only 2 damage boxes left. If we hit it twice more, the gun will be destroyed. To the front, to the machine gun. Okay, great. All right. Now, so that wasn't too bad, actually, that one in that particular case. Okay, he's going to roll. He's going to roll an 11. That is going to hit, unfortunately. And now he is going to try to make 1 die roll of damage. He's going to roll a 4. Okay, so that's 4 to our car's hit points. Okay. All right. Now go ahead and roll one more time, Trifid, for the regular roll. So 2d6 we're looking at. And I'm going to reduce the rifle amount to 5 rounds left. An 8 is not going to do it. He is then going to fire again. He's going to roll a 10. That's not enough. Okay. Next round, please roll again. We're down to 4 rounds on the recoilless rifle as we make this roll. Okay, 6 plus 1 plus 2. That 1, unfortunately, is not helping us in this particular case, so that is a miss. He is going to attack. He's going to get a 12. That is definitely going to hit this time. And he rolls a 4 of damage, so we're down to 38. Okay, right, which means now it's your roll again, Trifid. Now we're going to go down to 3 rounds left on the rifle. Come on, rifle. Come on, rifle. Yep, that hits the 11 because of the rules we said. So now roll 2d6, please, Trifid. Just flat 2d6 for damage. 7, very nice. He's down to 17 points. I love it. 17 points. Okay, he's going to roll. He rolls a 14. Ouch. That definitely hits. And he does 3 points of damage, so we're down to 35. Okay, another roll, please. He's down to 17. Making good progress. Closing in on 2 rounds. We have 2 rounds left after this. 9 is a miss. His 7 is a miss. So go ahead and roll again. After this roll that we're making now, we'll have 1 round left in the rifle. So go ahead and roll. Your 2d6 plus 2. lot of rolls on this combat battle. I should have like restarted the music again, because now it's just been this eerie silence while we're fighting this war. So 2d6, please, Trifid, +2 for that, for this next round. 6 will not get it done. He rolls a 6. Okay, this is our final round of the rifle, Trifid. Let's do it. We can do it. I have faith. We have the tools. We have the talent. A 10 is not enough. We did not have the tools and the talent in that case. He rolls a 13, which means he is going to do another 2 points of damage. All right, next round we have to switch to the machine gun. And actually, he's behind us, so we can't do that. So we have to shoot the heavy rocket, at least to begin with. Oh, no, I'm sorry, because it can swivel both ways. So I take that back. We can use the machine gun behind us as well, because it swivels both directions. So machine gun will fire. So go ahead and make the roll. This time it is still 2d6 + 2, same roll that you've been making. But if it hits, it's going to do less damage. We have already hit him, though, a fair bit, so that will help. That is an 11. That will hit. So go ahead and roll 1d6 now, please. Four points of damage. I love it. He's down to 13. Closing in. All right, he's going to roll this. He rolls a 13. He's going to hit again. Man, tough fight. He rolls 2, though. Not too bad. All right, our turn. So please roll again. At 8 is not going to get it done. He's going to roll a 7, so he will miss. Also, I just realized that I had not counted the rounds of the machine gun. Okay, we're down to 17. Go ahead and roll again, Trifid, as we're down to 17 here of these rounds on the machine gun. A 9 is not going to do it. He rolls a 12. That is going to hit. It's going to do 2 points of damage again. He's down to we're down to 29. We can do this. I know we can do it. All right, down to 16 rounds after this combat round, so go ahead and roll, please, Trifid. 11, there you go. That's a hit. So this time we're rolling 1d6 again. Four, excellent. He's down to 9, single digits. What does it say about crippling also? Okay, got it. Just curious. I was making sure. Okay, right. He's going to attempt to roll. That should have been a 12. I misclicked that. Should have been a 12. So, okay, so that 11 is going to hit. He is going to do another 3 points of damage. Starting to get a little bit nervous about this. Okay, Trifid rolled a 9. The 9 is a miss. He is going to try to roll here. I got a 9. Yep. He rolls a 12. Really have to stop rolling so well. Okay, he only rolls 1 point of damage. The problem, though, is that means that when he does 1 point of damage, he also gets to make the special damage chart roll. So the attacker rolls again and gets a 10, which means roll 1 die. The weapon takes that many hits. So let's see. Rifle, gun, rocket, rockets. There's 5. So let's see. He gets a 4. Minus 1 is 3, which means rifle, gun. So that means it's going to be on the left machine gun. And it is going to do 5 points of damage to the left machine gun. That's bad. I think that might actually destroy that weapon. Let me see if it destroys the weapon. Does it destroy the weapon? Yeah, it sure does. All right, the left machine gun is currently destroyed. Fortunately, we have a right machine gun yet still, but okay. Go ahead, Trivia, back to your rolls. We almost got this guy, people. We can do this. We almost got it. 12. There you go. There's a hit. So go ahead and roll 1d6 again, please. Almost got this guy down. 1d6. Okay, 1 point of damage, but now I need you to roll again on the damage chart. So roll 2d6 to see what specifically gets hit. I was told there'd be no math. Yeah, I know, right? Joints and armor. Aha! Reduces the target's defense class by 1. So now his DC is 10. Good. That'll make him easier to hit. I like that. Although he's only got 8 points left anyway. Okay. He then rolls an 11. That unfortunately is going to hit us. He gets 5 points of damage on that. That's not great. All right, Trifid. All we need to do now is get a 10 or better to hit this clown. Take this guy out. Could be Starfleet paddles. Yeah, there's more math in those, Prince Justin. A 10, that, for example, would have missed last time, but it hits this time. So roll 1d6, please. Also, I realized we should be down to 14 rounds left. 2 points of damage. Okay. He's down to 6 points. He rolls a 10. That is a miss. All right. Next one, go ahead, fire that machine gun again. It's good. This isn't ammo's fuel. I know, right? 13, he's down. He just needs to get hit. 5 is not going to do it, unfortunately. His 9 isn't going to do it either. So go ahead and roll again, Trifid. We're down to 12 rounds on that right machine gun. And we have 12 rounds to nail this guy because otherwise we have to start firing our heavy rockets. Ugh. 1, 1 plus 2. He rolls a 14 in the meantime. He does 1 point of damage, which means, again, we're doing the special chart thing. He rolls an 8, and an 8 is the weapon. That weapon takes 2 hits of damage. All right, so we've got the rifle. We got the rifle, we got the machine gun, the rocket, and the rockets. So I'm going to roll 1d4. He rolls a 2. So the machine gun is going to take 2 hits, which it does have enough to withstand it, but if it takes another hit, we're going to lose our other machine gun. So we're in big trouble here unless we get this done. Big trouble in Little China. All right, Triffitt, go ahead and roll again. This guy not be pulled after killing our left machine gun. Exactly. All right, so 2d6 plus 2. We can do it, Triffitt. I have faith. 11 is a hit. All right, roll high. Roll high. Roll high on this damage. Yeah, let's go. Rolls the 6. Kaboom. Blam. Good gravy. This was a tough fight. Hey, what's up, Cassie Fulf? How are you? All right. Great job, Trifid. Okay, we won the fight. We sure did. The old Hokkaido skids to a stop at the side of the road. By the time you turn around and get back, a figure is standing outside the car. He seems to be pouring something into it. As you get closer, he tosses down a can and sprints for the underbrush. You let him go. Cautiously, you watch. A few moments later, the car is literally ripped apart by a series of explosions. Dynamite and something else, something fiery. The explosion threw fragments everywhere, including a big wooden box that landed not far from your car. You take a moment to investigate. And this will be our last reading, and then I'm going to let Tari go. It's a military surplus ammo crate, still partly full. You find 10 rounds of ammo. You can load these into your machine guns now. Well, yeah, because we definitely have to load those. So we're going to load those. Into our machine guns. The rest of the crate is full of crudely printed pamphlets. As subversive material goes, this is pretty tame stuff. It calls for general strikes, get the U.S. out of Massachusetts, don't vote because it only encourages them, etc. Pamphlets like these, printed by groups sympathetic to the ARF, hence the common name for these pamphlets, ARF-Simp, show up all the time on the various college campuses in the Boston area. But no one who wasn't connected with ARF, or at the least very sympathetic to their cause, would be carrying that many pamphlets. Looks like this was an ARF mobile. I'm taking these, you say to Kathy. Looks like ARF is really on my case about something. These may interest the brass. The pamphlets weigh very little and take up almost no space. Kathy seems disturbed by the pamphlets but can volunteer no information, and you decide not to mention your earlier encounters. All right. And that means our save point here is going to be 313. a tough fight, but we did win it. But I'm glad that hopefully soon we'll be getting to the rest stop in this game so that we can reload. We got to repair. I don't know how we actually repair our car, if it even tells you how to repair. And we've got to buy some stuff, like new equipment. You can pay for repairs in a garage. You can also repair damage yourself by rolling against your mechanic skill. If you can only attempt repairs when the text gives you the option. Okay, and it is not done so yet. So we will see. All right. Hey, happy birthday. Doing well. I'm doing well. It's good. Happy birthday. I hope you have had a good one, Kaze. And also, what's up, Dragon? All right. So that brings us to the conclusion of the session today, but we made some very good progress in Fuel's Gold. So Tari, would you like to show us what we did from the beginning of the of our sequence here?
Had I known that this would take that much longer, then I would have put in another drawing.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know that it was going to take
any minute now.
That combat took a lot longer than I thought it would.
So this was a warm up, just a card from the cover.
Yep, I love it.
So yeah,
I like the action
driving
lines.
fast. Gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there, and then there's our hero, Hard Road Fantastic.
I think there's everything about like the freaking the Doc Martin style boot, the chain, the crazy helmet, obviously swole, and then of course the claw, carbon fiber,
yes,
prosthetic, so to speak. So I love it all. It's awesome.
Thank you. Then our battle with that other guy whose name I forgot.
Yeah, with Blaine, Al Blaine. Yep, we destroyed him with Al Blaine. I just that the fact that we're in a Fiat is awesome. It also looks like our tires are like tilted right there, like as we're driving along.
Oh, that's just a thing to imply movement.
Yeah.
Speed.
I love the idea though that it's just sort of like, as we're making this happen.
Yeah.
And we did beat Blaine, so obviously it worked.
Well, we outlasted him.
We waited until he ran out of ammo. Yeah, we outdrove him. We didn't outgun him. All right.
Then us in our hotel room.
Yeah, when the guys tried to come in and we were like, what was this? As you're there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that she had a nose ring. I didn't see that at first. But now
you know.
Very cool. We ended up working out by outrunning them. And then we escaped them, chat, by running down the floors of the world's second largest motel, which is sort of terrifying to think of what the world's largest motel would be in the dystopian future.
It's like Eldritch. It just keeps going and going and going. It's like non-Euclidean.
I love that it's above the clouds. Like it's the behind the Tower of Babel. The second largest motel is this one. We didn't want to hurt our mentor. Well, he's not really a mentor. He's that was our friend in the first case, but then the second guy was the guy that we were beating to try to get money, which we did do. And we haven't even gone to a shop yet. My hope is we get to the rest stop and we'll have a chance to buy some stuff because we got $7,000 burning a hole in our pocket and we have we got some things to fix and repair. So, but very, very cool. I was really glad that we could get back in the saddle on doing these. Thank you, Tari, as always, for this awesome, fun stuff. Where will the lovely folks see you next around this here internet?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Always.
Glad to be back at it. And yeah, people can find me here on one of the following Tuesdays. I'm unsure. I would need to look it up. For more Dragonbane.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is incredibly fun and also incredibly funny. This is an incredibly excellent group that I'm playing with, that we are playing with.
Yeah.
Come watch us there. And besides that, people can follow me as always on Tumblr, on Blue Sky, and on Kara.app at TariToons.
Which is right here. So yes, definitely do that. I think Dragonbane actually is the 9th and then the 23rd. So it is going to be next week that we will see Tari for Dragonbane, and then a week off from Tari, and then the 23rd, which will be shortly before I fly out to San Francisco, will be some more Dragonbane awesomeness. So I'm excited for that. And we will continue with Fuel's Gold. We will continue with that next month on this too. Chat, can we get some love for Tari? And thank you, Tari. Sorry that the combat went a little longer than I thought.
It happens.
But thank you,
Tired.
and go get food/rest/whatever,
Yes.
and
I'm gonna
thank
play
you,
more Tomodachi Life.
and that of course. And I'll catch you soon. Thanks, Tari.
Bye.
Bye. All right, I love it. Good stuff. And that was the internal image, but that is this that we are playing, Fuel's Gold. I'm glad to be back doing this, and it is fun to do Car Wars. And yes, to be clear, Tari was the one who said, "Hey, we should be doing some Car Wars again," and I was like, "All right, then let's make that happen. Let's do the thing." So, but that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you folks did as well. As a quick reminder for folks, I have worked out the schedule now for the month, thanks to the incredible help of Trifid. Trifid and I have worked out the schedule. Should be a really fun June to come. I just recorded before this the Patreon video for a Patreon video newsletter, and I'll be posting that, where I go into some detail about summarizing what we did last month, summarizing what the Patreon and the channel looks like, and then what we're going to be doing next month. So if you are interested in supporting, all you have to do is go over there and support at the $5 level or more, and then you will get that access to that exclusive Patreon video every month. But I will say that I did the schedule for the month. So we have got Viewfinder coming up, and I've got to go send Pyron Jade the tweet card for that, or the game card for that now. And then we've got Tactical Breach Wizards coming up on Thursday, and we will wrap Tactical Breach Wizards on Saturday. I'm pretty sure we will wrap it by then. And then next week, we've got Dragonbane, as previously mentioned, Viewfinder, and on we go from there. So I will go through the reading of the schedule probably Thursday, and I'll talk about more about what the schedule looks like for June. I do want to point everyone out to a couple of things. First of all, the last week of June into the second week of July is going to have a lot of tentative on it, because I'm going to be in San Francisco, and I'm going to be then on the West Coast for a couple of weeks. So streams will be a little bit dependent on internet access and stuff like that. I can say for sure, though, that we will have Roleplay by the Bay, which is the event that I'm doing with Zach Clay to benefit, that will basically, I shouldn't say benefit, but will feature Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation scientists in an in-person actual play game session in the morning of that event. And then the afternoon, we will have teens working with Zach on his D&D program. They will be part of the afternoon event in front of a live audience in person at the San Francisco Public Library. And that's going to be happening Saturday, the 27th, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific. I am going to try to stream this if I possibly can, but I don't, again, I should be able to, but the internet access, again, I don't know exactly what the setup's going to be like. So basically watch this space. Sunday the 28th will be Community D&D with Prince Justin. That doesn't require me to be broadcasting it. That is something which Prince Justin can broadcast on this channel, and so that will definitely happen. And then those next set of streams, Tuesday the 30th, Thursday the 2nd, and Saturday, July 4th, are all tentative because it depends on what my internet situation is like. So I don't know what that will be like when I am out there on the West Coast. But otherwise, that is going to do it for me for today. And I got to go do this this game card thing and get ready for my stream at the top of the hour when I continue Viewfinder over on GOG.com. So if you like what you saw and heard, I hope you will. I don't know what kind of breaches I see. Tactical ones, tactical breaches. Know what I'm saying? Dragon, the pants, the tactical jeans. If you like what you saw and heard, I hope you'll follow the channel. I hope you will check out our YouTube at !ArvTube. Please follow Jonas on our Discord server, !ArvCord. It's all, that thing is always happening, always rocking. So please join us there. !ArvSky, get you to my Blue Sky, where you can join me on my microblogging account that have gotten a lot of number of new people over there over the last couple of weeks. That is Discord and Blue Sky. Website for this, arvineleron.com. !Tactic Pants, exactly. Arv Shop, that is my merchandise area. !Arv Treon is there. We've had a few people join that over the last week, so please join those people doing that as we try to get this back up to triple digits. You can also sub to the channel. That is always appreciated. And you can get custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch at that channel as well. That is, what was I saying? That is on the sub front. On the publishing front, exclamation point Icarus, my graphic novel of Mathis Arts, exclamation point Library. That's my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. Exclamation point Greyshade is my Greyshade IP. Greyshade Renegade and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy, available at that link. You can also get the audiobooks of Greyshade Renegade and Heretic done by our very own Trent Sparks at that link. And you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade coming from Alligator Alley Entertainment and designed by our very own Brandon O'Brien there. And as always, you can please support our causes, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter. Important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we'll do so for others in that situation in the future. Also, of course, much love to the people of Minnesota, specifically Minneapolis, people of Memphis, the people of Newark, New Jersey, all those who are fighting against federal occupation and invasion right now are doing so bravely and with courage, and we see you. We are winning this fight. Keep it up. It's slow, but we are making progress, so let us keep it up and let us get our democracy back. Thanks to everyone who made this an awesome stream today. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Dragonspear, Prince Justin, Triffid Mats, best in the business. Thanks again to Triffid for all the excellent dice rolling, Triffid. There was a lot of it. Thank you. Thank you to my wonderful viewers and Patreon supporters. Thank you to Dragonspear, Prince Justin, Triffid. Thank you to Effect Life. Thank you to Nonstop. Thank you to Big Boss. Special thanks to Effect Life again for making ArvBot Plus, which makes these things possible on the poll side. And thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Butthurt Gamer, Eric. Thank you to Funky Wood Jam. Good to see you, Funky, again. Thank you to Gon Eden, who was lurking in the background. Hey, Gon Eden. Thank you to Hillness, also lurking in the background. What's up, Hillness? Thank you to Jagtris, of course, as always, Mr. Jonas, and Valerian Gamer. That will do it for me. I will be over at the top of the hour over on GOG Comms channel for Pen and Pixels playing some Viewfinder. More of Fuel's Gold to come. And until then, thank you everyone for being here. Much love to all. And I will see you folks over on GOG in a bit. Otherwise, have a good afternoon and be good to each other. Bye for now. Huh?